Hello and welcome to this episode of Binding Roll, where we play D&D 6th edition in the world of the Ninth Age. If you are unfamiliar with the Ninth Age, please check out the link in the description below. The Ninth Age is a tabletop strategy board game that I play all the time and that this YouTube channel is dedicated to. Please check it out if you're interested, and enjoy. So let's get to our players. We have a special surprise this evening. We have two more players. This is officially the best fans of Binding Roll episode. I want to welcome Jack and Rob to Binding Roll. They are definitely the people who comment the most on our YouTube channel, and they seem to be the ones who enjoy the show the most. So welcome. One quick shout out. Jack is joining us from Australia. And if I have my information correctly, Jack, you're taking off work to play with us?
That's right. I figured that's the best reason to take a day off work is to play some D&D and drink beers in the middle of the day. So
you can't complain about
good
that.
Excuse.
Yep.
Really good excuse.
That sounds reasonable to me.
Rob is joining us from Salt Lake City, just one time zone away, but still pretty far. But welcome to the show.
Distance-wise, for sure.
We'll get to your characters in just one second, but I just want to start the show with how we always start it. Please tell us what you're drinking this evening, and then our two guest stars, please go over a brief history of your character and maybe some important rules in your mind. But I'll start out. Quick side note. A Korean grocery store just opened up like 3 blocks away from me, and I went over there and I was looking at their beer section, and I picked up this Maku, and it is Korean rice beer, and it's really good. It's something really different and strange, but I'm really enjoying it. So if you get a chance to try that out, do it. But let's go over to Sunset. What are you drinking?
Well, I'm back again with one of my friends' home brews, I guess brewing would be the correct terminology. It's a spiced melange. It's apparently a medicinal mead. It's got raisins, clove, allspice, orange zest, and cinnamon added during primary fermentation.
What is medicinal about this mead?
It'll get you drunk.
Perfect.
Stands to reason.
Fair enough.
It's quite good.
Sam, what are you drinking?
Well, it's that time of the year. Sierra Nevada Oktoberfest.
Excellent. Kaelin, how about you?
I'm sure you appreciate. I'm drinking some Gewürztraminer.
Gewürztraminer. Oh, we're getting classy out here. Normally she's drinking beer. Gewürztraminer is, as Kaelin knows, is my favorite varietable wine.
There's one beer left in the fridge, and that belongs to my flatmates, so I'm not gonna touch that. But I have plenty of wine and hard alcohol. I probably have a gallon worth of whiskey sitting in the closet.
That works too. Okay, let's go over to our first guest star, Jack, otherwise known as Ubert Trollrock. Please let me know what you're drinking and tell me a little bit about your character.
okay, so I'm drinking. I don't know if you can see that Moondog Old Mate Pale Ale. That's from a brewery that's about 2 kilometers from my house. It's recently opened up. It's a favourite of mine. My character, is Ubert Trollrock. He's a dwarf Kingsguard. He's part of the sort of elite guard for the King of the Hold, effectively. And he's been tasked to leave the hold in search of the king's son, who ran away with a group of merchants that came one day. The king's son decided he wanted to go on some adventures, jumped in with these merchants, without the approval of the king, and hasn't been seen since. So I'm searching for the king's son to take him back to the hold.
Oh, I like it. That's good. I'm gonna weave that into the story. I like that.
Really good.
Okay, let's move on to our second guest star, Rob, otherwise known as Load Stormbrew. What you drinking, and tell me about your character.
So I am drinking. Let's see if we can make this work. It is an 801 Pilsner from. God, I suck at this.
It's the camera. It's the
yeah.
backdrop thing that's doing it.
Yeah. So it's an 801 Pilsner from Uinta Brewing Company, which is right here in Salt Lake City. Also, not very far from my house. So it's really good. Drink
Sweet.
it. This is kind of my go-to. And then my character, Load, is in 9th Age terms, as Jack did. He's a Seeker, so he's a barbarian. He left home at an early age to seek out conflict because he likes what it brings out in people, like from a heroism standpoint. You know, people often do their most noble acts, their greatest heroic acts in combat and things like that. And so he kind of travels the world of the 9th Age, fighting against and with different peoples and kind of learning about them and learning their fighting styles and things like that.
Sweet. I like it. Kingsguard and a Seeker. I love the connection to the 9th Age lore. This is fantastic. But let's it has been a whole 2 weeks since we did an episode. That is my fault. I had some things for over 2 weeks. But if I remember correctly, and I'm going to need the help from you guys to remind me of what happened last episode, you guys made it back into the catacombs to hunt down the third Duer sister. You have already killed Blanche, who was a follower of the dark god of lust. You've already killed Rose, who was on the dark god of envy. And you have yet to find Dorothea and wow, I'm blanking on her last name. What's the last lady's name?
Sophia.
Sophia, thank you.
Just my vast knowledge of Golden Girls.
The Golden Girls.
Glad somebody else caught that.
You went down into the catacombs, delving into the second level, deeper into beneath the keep in Cantamont. The architecture and the catacombs have become more decrepit and decaying, and also their style and structure and ornamentation has become farther and farther back in history, and has become more ancient Egyptian-esque. Let's put it that way. You went down and you found these animated skeletons who were protecting these large obelisks, which Kaelin then found. Her necklace that she found in the tavern would be able to be placed on these obelisks and be able to turn them on, and they kind of froze these undead people, undead skeletons. You ventured farther into the catacombs, and eventually you found your good friend Jacques Olivier. He was under the spell of this undead spell, but again, you put that amulet on around his neck, and the spell was broken as long as he had the amulet around his neck. And you guys did some testing of that mechanic and caused Jacques even more pain, but I don't think either three of you cared that much about it.
We care deeply, very deeply.
We care enough to let him hold on to the amulet, not enough for him to keep the amulet should we need it.
Let's get to the map here. Oh. All right, so you are now in this corner with Jacques. You recently killed the snake monster who was holding Jacques, and that was the last thing we did. I want everyone to go ahead and take a perception check. The three of you, Sunset, Sam, and Kaelin.
That'll be a 7.
15.
16 from Sam.
15, but yeah.
15.
It's not rolling. Oh wait, slowly. 21
Well, 21. Okay.
with a plus
So
3.
as you have dispatched of the snake, undead snake monster thing, you in the quietest corner of the room south, like page south of you, like south on the map, from the room you came in, you hear the lightest of knocking. It sounds like it's banging against a wood door. Kind of erratically.
Okay, let's go find the club.
Okay. Where
All
would
right.
you like to go, Kaelin?
Sure. I'll hook right. Oh jeez, things are so laggy. I moved over to the right. Let's see what's down here. Death.
Let's see here.
Why is my map not the same as yours?
You need to go far right. Very
Yeah,
far
far
to the
right.
right.
Oh, let me do that.
God, okay.
Let me do this. It should zoom everyone over there. There we go. Does that zoom you there?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, as you turn the corner, Kaelin, you enter another empty room, this time where you see tables on the map. These are ancient sarcophagi. Sarcophagi? Ornately... These sarcophagi are on the level above you. They were obviously Equitanian tombs with, you know, the carvings of the knight on the top, clutching a sword and shield to their chest. This is like something in between. These are Equitanian knights with armor, but they have also headdresses and intricate carving of little figures of people, like, you know, along all their armor, and like a little images of scarabs and people in profile, that sort of thing.
I want to push the lid off. I'm in a tomb raiding inclination. No one comes down here. No one's been down here in like centuries. So like, who's gonna know?
I'm gonna shoulder up next to Kaelin just in case.
All right, hold on. I was just gonna like not do anything special.
I can take 46 damage. It's fine.
Yeah, that's not a lot. Are you at full health right now?
Negative. I'm at 25.
No, that's why it's only 46, because that'll kill him, I think.
Not quite. Close.
How many of those potions are left? I have one.
I have one.
I'm gonna give mine to
60.
Kaelin.
Why? I'm a healer. I'll be fine.
As
I
you
think Kaelin has one.
as you push up on the edge of the tomb, hear it creaking like a suction sound, like a, because there was a seal on this tomb, and as you lift it up, like air comes out, and the smell of dusty horribleness fills your nostrils. But inside is a skeleton with that looks like it's picked clean. It's a bleached white skeleton. All the cloth, everything the skeleton was wearing has decayed away, except for, as you can see, its arms crossed on its chest. Right where you, if you look at my video, there's one ring that's gleaming on its ring finger like this, and it just, as you push the little pin, the light hits the ring and it flashes in your eyes, and that's what you see.
Okay, I'm gonna go try to remove the ring.
Welcome to Charmsville, population U.
All right, so you pull at the ring. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Why am I losing this? There it is. As you pull the ring off, nothing happens. Shockingly, the finger crumbles around the ring, and you pick it up, and it gleams even more golden in your eye.
Cool. I'll put on the ring.
I will take the ring from Kaelin after he dies.
She.
Yeah.
You put on the ring, and you feel innately a little like faster. Your reactions are a little. You feel like you could do some boxing right now and really get to someone.
I'll take a test punch on Sam. See if I can.
Give me an attack roll.
Her
It's not
unarmed
gonna do
strikes
any-
do deal 0 damage.
At least it does
So-
for me. So.
Yeah. Well, mine do too.
So
We
you
both
turn
have
around
negative strength.
and you look at Sam and you punch him.
And it's a 13. So probably not enough.
That's a miss.
Okay.
As you
get
punch, you miss him, but you feel faster. You feel like your punch went much faster than it normally does.
Punching is strength based. This sounds dex based.
As you look at your gleaming ring on your finger, again you hear this banging on a door.
Does anybody else hear that?
Yes,
No. What?
you the other two also hear this at this point.
I mean, yeah, I think. I'm just trying to figure out where it would be coming from because I don't see a door that we haven't been on both sides of at this point.
It's
coming from the
definitely
other
it's definitely
sarcophagus?
coming from this area where I'm pointing out right now.
You should
Okay.
quickly go investigate there, Kaelin.
You got it. Let's go take a look.
Don't waste any time.
I can still beat her
How? Oh.
because I can move 100
Thunder
feet
step.
in the blink of an eye.
Dude, you should do thunder step. You'll kill our French guy.
I could.
God.
I could also take him with us.
All right, Kaelin, as you go into the hall, you can now see. You guys didn't notice this when you first went down this hallway. That oops, I didn't do that right. Reveal area. You see down this other hallway, and at the other end, you see this grand wooden oaken door with what looks like chains strung across the front of it. And I need Kaelin to take an Arcana check. Actually, all three of you take an Arcana check because you're all following him over there.
Okay. At -3, I've rolled an 11.
11
Plus
here
as well.
3, I've rolled an 18.
18. So as Sam and Kaelin approach this door, the knocking has becoming louder, and this is definitely the source of this knocking. It's not like consistently like a beat. It's like, It sounds like an individual banging kind of rapidly on the door.
I knock back and ask and yell, "Who is it?
What's the
you-
password?
Who's there?"
Interrupting cow.
You knock, but as you knock, the knocking on the other side stops, but you can't hear any sound transmission through the door.
Open it with a fireball.
I can do
So
that.
as you approach, no one really notices anything except for Sunset. Sunset, you notice that you can tell these chains are coming from the doorposts and then coming down and drooping down and then locked in the center, and there are 4 of them locked with what looks like a standard ironclad lock. But you can see with faint signs that this lock is a magical lock, and there is a curse on this door.
Cursed
fun.
door. Okay. Hey Sam, we got a lock for you to take a look at.
So the lock is magical. Are the chains magical?
Yes, the chains and the lock
Okay.
are all together.
Okay. Because I have a solution for non-magical chains. I don't really have a solution for magical chains, though.
Melt.
Hey Sam, so can you take a look at this? Try open this up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You
One more
know
thing.
it's cursed.
Completely forgot to mention this.
What?
On the lock, there is a symbol, like a little piece of metal that slides over the actual keyhole, and then you slide it back like old school locks. On
Yeah.
that little piece of metal that slides over the lock hole, there is a depiction of a raven.
A
If-
raven
Interesting.
No, I'm sorry,
or
a
a
crow.
crow?
A crow.
A very small raven.
All right, I'll give this lock a try. I
Okay.
got decent sleight of hand skills.
Sure.
So the door's about here.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna step back over here if he's gonna start messing with that lock.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna take about 30-foot retreat.
Moonwalk out of there, just slide backwards.
I think it's like 40.
Just like, Homer Simpson fade into the hedge backwards.
Exactly. That's exactly.
All right. Well, I
I'll even
bust
do it
out my-
stealthily if you want, so that I nobody else notices.
Sam's way too interested in this.
All right, I'm gonna get out my little lock, my thieves tool set,
Mhm.
all my fancy pokers and prodders and whatever else I got in there, and I'm just gonna go for it and see what happens.
All right, give me that's a sleight of
Oh my
hand check,
God.
right?
Critical fail.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's
Break
still an
the
11.
tool in the lock.
Well, no, it's not. It's a crit
No, I
fail.
can use my lucky skill to re-roll a
Oh, yeah,
couple
you-
times, but I'm not
Or
going
just
to.
leave it a 1.
I'm just gonna leave it a 1. Screw it.
Okay.
See what happens.
Sam, as you hear Kaelin say, "Hey, there's a lock there," you're like, no. Everyone, step back. Let the pro in. And you walk up. You examine the chains. You examine the lock. You take out your lock picking kit and you lay it out carefully in front of the door, organizing each piece of the lock pick kit, and everything's in perpendicular order. Everything's neat and tidy. You examine the lock some more. You lightly blow on it and see if you have some dust, and you blow the dust into the lock and see what happens. You pick up your first lock picking tool, and you very slowly and gently insert it just slightly into the lock. And as you do that, you hear a click, and the lock explodes in your face, exploding the door, knocking the door off of its hinges.
It worked.
I have a slight modification to that I think would make it even more funny. Is just as he's inserting the lockpick, you hear Sunset yell out, "There's a curse on that lock."
Oh boy. Okay. I need Kaelin to give me a evasion roll, a dexterity roll. Oh, that's what I didn't bring up. Hold on one second here.
Dex saving throw or just a straight dex?
Dex saving throw. There we go. What'd you roll, Sunset?
I didn't know I needed to roll. You said
Oh, I'm
Kaelin
sorry.
needed to roll.
I'm sorry, Kaelin.
I was
Kaelin,
just
give me-
clarifying whether it was a saving throw or not, because that is different.
Kaelin, give me that saving throw.
You're muted.
14.
14. You successfully kind of fall back with the explosion, and it doesn't hurt you. So does Jacques. I need Sam. The explosion literally explodes into your face as you're inches away from the lock, trying to pick it.
Ooh. Ow.
It's not like like the explosion didn't blow up the door, but the explosion hurt you, and the explosion destroyed the lock and caused the doors to become free. You take 10 points of damage, Sam.
Oh, that's nothing.
And I also need Ubert and Load to take a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
All right. Ooh, I got a 17.
Check.
I think
Nice.
I'm -1 though.
You're good with a 16. Load, what'd you get?
There we go. 14.
14. Both of these two.
You could take your original roll and add 2 to it.
Okay. It's just that plus the modifier.
Yeah. So the on the left-hand side, just below like your strength and dexterity, that's your saving throws. So you have a +2 to dex saving throws.
So that'll
You
be
would roll
better.
just a flat dex roll
Yeah, and clicking on any of those numbers will roll the die for you. So
Yeah,
it makes it
that's
super
and add the
easy.
modifier.
Yeah.
Sure.
So as the dust kind of settles, and the doors kind of like bang against the wall open, you see into this room, and it's a room that is well lit. It looks occupied in. There's things and barrels on the side, and kind of further into the center of the room, you see two figures, short, stout figures that are kind of just peeking their heads back up from behind the table after this explosion, and you see two dwarves. In fact, Ubert and Load are in this space. And now this is the time when, if this was a movie, this would be the flashback scene. And we're going to talk a little bit about how Ubert and Load got to this place. Ubert, you left the King's Keep to pursue the King's Son. Coincidentally, the King's Son, the band the group he joined to adventure was called the Fellowship of the Crows. And after tracking this small group, you track them kind of all over the continent, and eventually you track them down to Cantamont. and you tracked him down to one particular bar called the Unicorn's Bounty, where they often drank and partied and went on adventures. And the leader of this group was a mysterious woman who wore a wide-brimmed hat and a red jacket, and this woman was named Calypso. Now, also in that bar was another adventuring dwarf named Lode, who had come to this bar to seek adventure because he was told this bar was the place to go to find adventures in the town of Cantamont, where he would be accepted as being a dwarf and you would be able to go many places. So about 2 months ago, Calypso came to you, to actually your whole band in the Unicorn's Bounty, and set all of you to a mission. You were all tasked with going with her into the crypts of the catacombs under the keep to steal the jeweled necklace of the scarab. She, for some reason, Calypso wanted this scarab, this amulet, but you didn't know why. And you follow her down here, battling skeletons. You actually enter the catacombs through a secret portal in the caves of the cove. And when you made it down deep into the catacombs and fought many monsters, you eventually found this amulet inside one of the great sarcophagi. As a matter of fact, the table that you're standing on right now is the sarcophagi where you found this amulet. But then, once Calypso had it in her hand, a small smirk came across her face, and without warning, she slipped through the door, closed it, locked it, and left. And all she said to you throughout the whole thing was, "You've been very helpful to the crow." And she walked away, and you have, even with all your dwarf strength, you have not been able to open this door from the inside. You've been in here for 6 weeks. You had all the rations of the crew that were going there, but this is the first sign of life you guys have experienced in 6 weeks. Only the two of you have been in there together. And with this, you're met with 4 adventurers and an explosion at the door. What
Oh God!
do
What
you do?
smells? Oh, dwarves, of course.
Can I see them from my location?
You can just see
Ready to soar,
figures.
Kaelin.
Yeah.
More undead.
So I can see figures beyond where the door used to be.
Yes.
I cast Fireball. I don't actually.
Shortest episode.
And game over.
Thank you to our guest stars. Get out of here.
Am I even conscious at this point?
I wait to see.
You have been pushed onto your back, but it didn't knock you out or anything, so you can easily stand up and be aware of what's happening pretty quickly.
Alright. Well, I draw my sword in a daze and start waving it in the air. Kaelin, be my eyes. Are we going to die?
I mean, eventually, but we still have
Sam,
time.
Sam, give me a
Do you
perception
want that?
check. Just Sam.
Alright.
Only Sam takes a perception check.
A 12.
You notice that on the opposite side of the room, let's say these things here in the corner of the room, which are the dwarves' rations and the things that they have brought with them that have kept them alive this whole time, you see a nice barrel of dwarvish beer. that you recognize the label. You're like, oh, that's good stuff.
Dwarves know what's up.
Don't do it.
All right, I stumble to my feet and
Don't
start making
do
my
it.
way towards the beer.
Trapped. Gonna explode in your face. I guarantee it.
Ubert and
I start
Load, what would you like to do
preparing
about this? After the explosion and the craziness, you kind of see figures down the hall, but one, and you can tell it's a halfling, just kind of jauntily walking into your space like, oh, there's some beer.
So I, after the sort of shock of the explosion, I think this is our, I assume this is the rescue party that I always thought was going to be sent by my hold. So I stand up and I say, about time! And then I sort of realise it's a halfling and I'm a bit set back.
Clearly you didn't warrant a full dwarven rescue party.
Just a halfling.
Yeah.
Savage. Well, I
sees Sam go for the beer. He says, "I don't think it's a rescue party, but I think we're gonna get along just fine."
Cheers to that, stranger. I pull out my mug and crack the cask open and start pouring beer.
Load goes over, pulls out his mug, and cheers Sam.
Isn't your mug already full, Sam?
Well, now it's double full.
Ah, I see.
It's fine, Kaelin. It's all fine.
Wait, there's more of you?
Hey, Load, is there any way you can turn up the volume on your mic? You're pretty quiet.
Yeah. Is that better?
Yes, that's better.
Okay.
So, Kaelin and... actually, no, first of all, Jacques makes his way into the room. Kind of warily. Because he's like, oh, I enjoy a good beer. A good beer myself. And he starts walking towards you. I need Load and Ubert to take a perception check.
Perception.
I've got a 5.
I got an 8.
Happening.
Oh, okay, never mind. You walk over, he seems like a nice gentleman. And he starts partaking in the beer with you.
I imagine Load looks at Sam. Sam just kind of shrugs. And then we give him a beer.
There's plenty for all.
Sunset and Kaelin, what do you want to do?
I turn to Kaelin and say, this is ridiculous. Now there are 3 of them.
I turn to Sunset and then ask Sylvan, like, are we still killing dwarves on site? It's been a while since we've been home, so I don't really...
These are desperate times. Let's see how useful they can be.
I mean, I don't really feel like eating them, but yeah, I guess desperate. Fine. Sure. Let's go.
I look at you with a bit of disgust at the thought of eating a dwarf. You would stoop so low?
You say desperate times, right?
Especially one that's been in it for 6
I didn't
months.
know cannibalism was part of the elven etiquette here.
It's not cannibalism.
It's a different race.
Just true.
Dwar-
Okay. Carry on.
If they're not elves, they're animals.
Wow, elitism to the max.
Such smugness.
Yep.
Another beer.
All right, so as you all enter the space, this is definitely a burial tomb with 3 chambers, but it's been thoroughly lived in. The room to the south, the 2 dwarves have used as their restroom, the place of waste. And to the north is another empty room with 3 lesser sarcophagi.
Dude, guys, this reeks. Can we like step into back into the hallway? Like it's pretty gross in here.
Yeah, I got a friend at the inn that can probably hook you up with a little better house if you're interested.
It seems like there's a party going on here. Are there torches on the wall?
Yes, there are torches. They have lit the room.
I change all of the torches' colors to various, like, purple and green, and just for shits and giggles, because I can. Why
I
not?
nudge Sam with my elbow and say, "Well, we got the beer and you brought the ladies, so I think this is a rescue party."
It's a party.
Ask and you shall receive.
Do I need to make a perception check to hear that?
No, I say
Yes.
it out loud.
Oh, okay. Say it confidently, clearly.
Okay. Let's see. How do I want to do this?
Do I take like a Constitution check on vomiting?
These are no ladies to my liking. Where are even their beards?
Okay.
Think about it as long as you need to.
No, I'm just trying to figure out what spell I'm gonna cast.
Right.
What resistances do dwarves have?
Oh, it's not being cast at them.
Resistance to all types of damage except for psychic as a barbarian.
Oh yeah, you're barbarian. That's a good one.
Good.
Done some barbarian
that's
in my
good.
day.
So you
I
can't
think.
hurt me, but you can hurt my feelings.
Well, I'm about to. I'm about to hurt everybody's feelings in this room except for possibly Kaelin's. I don't know how she feels about the beer. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Magic Missile on the barrel of beer.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that is the price you pay for that insult.
Oh wow.
That was a compliment.
Right to the heart.
Party foul.
So go ahead and roll the damage for the beer barrel.
I mean, it's not going to be much. It's how many is it? 3.
3d4 plus
3, 6. Wow, I rolled 2 for all of them, so that's 9 damage to the barrel.
It's a
9 damage to the
dwarven
barrels.
barrel,
So it has
So-
10
it's reinforced.
Well,
As
I'm
these
specifically targeting, like, if there's a spigot, like, it auto hits, so I'm specifically targeting, like, if there's a spigot, or, like, if it's been breached at the top, like, I'm targeting the beer specifically.
okay.
I think a dwarven.
There is a
Cast of
spigot.
AC
There is a
30.
spigot. It's been spiked or whatever it's called, where you stick the spigot into the side of the barrel. But the spigot, and when you shoot, the spigot is closed. You hit the side of the barrel. It causes the barrel to nudge over and then come back. And it causes enough damage to cause a crack in the side, and the beer starts draining out of the cask. And it starts spilling on the floor at the feet of Sam and Jacques and Lode.
I use my my kind swiftness to throw my satchel under the beer stream and catch it.
I just down my mug and then fill it as many times and as quickly as I possibly can.
Faster, boys, faster!
I say, I
Okay.
don't think she likes me.
All right, Sam. It's not coming out like shooting out of the barrel. It's just draining. So, and also it's very hard to fill your glass because it's like just drizzling out. It's like kind of drizzling out the side out of small cracks. So it's not like coming out like a spigot. You do your best. It's basically half empty now. But a lot of beer is on the floor.
That's just a damn shame.
Yep.
Such.
So,
low.
seeing the minimal amount of damage that Magic Missile has done, I'm gonna walk up to the cask, and I'm gonna cast Burning Hands on it.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Really
I'm not happy.
I'm gonna trip Sunset on the way over.
Okay. If you try to trip her, you need to give me a a sleight of hand check?
Oh, only a 12.
And then Sunset gives me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, I can do that. Oh wow. You're in for a bad time, Sam. I got an 8, but I imagine that I know that Sam tripped me. Also, I don't think it particularly matters in the event of casting a spell. I can do that from the ground.
Yeah. Okay.
So, the spell still gets cast, and then, well, Sam, you're
Is
on
it
my shit list.
touch?
No.
Ranged.
It's ranged. It's a 15-foot cone.
Oh, that was touch tag.
So
Nope.
as you head toward the barrel, with your hands outstretched ready to cast this, Sam sticks his tiny little leg out, catches your foot just right, and you fall on your stomach with your hands still up in front of you, shooting the fire. And as you know, since you're so low to the ground, the fire runs along the ground, hits all the beer that's on the ground, causes it to evaporate and become steam. And it hits the bottom of the barrel, where it's touching the floor. And the barrel kind of, shoots up a little bit because it took the fire and shoots up like a rocket, maybe 2 or 3 feet above you and above the ground. And then just comes back down, hits the ground, breaks all the beer on the floor. And
Since you're on the floor.
and
And
Sunset
now I'm wet.
is drenched in beer.
And so now, not only have you tripped me, but you've now caused me to be wet with the disgusting substance that is beer.
Hey, learn to watch where you're walking. Pick those feet up. Big steps.
Yeah, well,
Cries in single tear.
you might be missing a leg in the morning. Just FYI.
All right. So, do you want to, either party, do you want to explain your backstory? Do you want to withhold information from the other party? How do you want to explain to each other why you're here?
Well, good to meet some fellow aficionados of the ale. I'm not sure why you're living in this cave when there's much nicer houses up top here, but to each their own. These 2 people I'm traveling with are wanted criminals. They're worth a large bounty in the city, so feel free to tell any guard you see about their.
Give me a persuasion check.
$24.
Oh, God. Okay, Ubert and
Very
Load.
convincing.
Okay.
As Sam says this to you, holding the beer next to you, kind of take his word over theirs.
I trust him.
He claims these 2 Sylvan elves are criminals in the city above, and you believe them. You look in their eyes and you're like, yeah, these are criminals.
How close is everybody
Flo
to
doesn't
me?
really want to judge, so we'll see if Ubert cares.
How close is everybody to me at this point?
Everyone's about 3 spaces away from you. 15 feet.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Those are brave words from somebody within explosion range.
Hey,
Boy.
be honest with them. They should know too, you know.
I look at Ubret and say, I think they were maybe mad at each other before they showed up here.
Yeah,
Well-
I'm just shaking my head, going, "What is this? What is this party that's been sent to get us out of here? What? How did they possibly get or be put together in a group?"
It was the best the crow could afford.
Oh, and at the name of the crow, I curse the worst in Dwarvish and demand how you know the crow.
Well, we have our me and Sunset. You know, we're agents of Calypso, the very famed and renowned crow leader.
Crow person.
I would say
Sunset
at
will
this
explain
point,
further.
we go into the story of how we got here.
Okay, so you explain the full story about your adventures. You fell into this group of a Fellowship of the Crow, led by Calypso, and she stranded you down here in this room.
So the wonderful and lovely Calypso is actually a two-faced son of a.
Yeah.
That
Kind of a bitch.
sounds about right.
But she was so nice to us.
Really?
Well, she's very charming. She was nice to us too.
Well, her and Sunset are very close. She helped her find an amulet. Surely, Sunset must know a lot about Calypso.
I need Uvret and Lode to do another perception check.
Critical fail. I will
Nice,
believe
7.
anything you tell me.
We've been alone for so long with just each other that we're just not going to see anybody, so we believe anything.
And Lode, what did you roll?
A 7.
Okay, never mind. I'm trying to help you guys out here, but
Can't even help ourselves, so.
Maybe we should leave these sad beer-soaked quarters behind and move on.
I agree with that. It's the sooner we can depart these 3 rooms, the better.
Agreed. I'd grab all my stuff.
So
All
long,
right.
beer.
I say, don't go in that room. Called the brown hole.
the oh boy.
I lost my sense of smell years ago.
That makes sense.
So, Lode and Uvret, the tokens that I have you on the table there in the middle of that room, I assigned them each to you. Uvret should be on the left, Lode is on the right. You should be able to move that token in roll 20. Go ahead and give that a shot.
I cannot.
I can click on it, but I can't move it.
And just click and drag it.
Oh, okay. I can move the one that looks more like a King's Guard.
Oh, did I do that backwards?
Yeah, I can move the other one.
We got it backwards.
Well, okay, that's your
I'm gonna
tokens.
move next to Kaelin and ask if she
Fair
has the tattered dress that we purchased for the gala on her.
One that's like soaked in blood.
Oh, it's probably dry by now. Drier than I am.
No, I left that in the door house when I changed.
I see.
Why?
I look down at myself and then look up at you as if you're stupid. I am soaked in beer.
Yeah?
Would you want to be soaked in beer?
Don't you have other clothes? Didn't you buy those fancy dresses and stuff like that? I thought you had other clothes on, or is that, I guess, back at the inn?
Well, that obviously would be back at the inn. Why would I change out of a magical dress?
Why would I carry extra clothes?
You could switch clothes with Jacques.
I don't even give Sam the time of day.
Jacques looks at Sunset and says, no thank you.
Alright.
Okay, Kaelin, as you enter this room.
Undead.
Yeah, I need everyone to roll initiative. Roll initiative.
Leroy Jenkins.
Right.
22.
I am rolling like
So,
crap today.
If I have advantage,
15.
I just rolled twice, right?
Oh, you get advantage
Advantage.
on initiative rolls?
Yeah.
Huh?
First one's a 20.
Okay.
All right, I got a 20.
Nice. That
I'd like to
helps.
stick with that one.
Not natural, but a 20.
Do we add anything to initiative roll?
Yeah, you should add your dexterity
Usually
to
it's
it.
your dex. Yeah, it's
Oh.
usually your dex modifier. So there's a box labeled initiative that will tell you the modifier you can add to it. Sometimes it gets modified, like Lode's case, where he gets advantage. Which
There we go.
is super cool.
Initiative.
I don't know
plus
why
one.
it's some barbarian thing.
Yeah.
Kaelin has a 23.
I've got a 17.
17. Sam, did you
I
give me
had
yours?
15.
15.
22.
22. All right. So, as everyone line up behind Kaelin, how you are walking out of the this hallway here, please. All right. As you exit this hallway, you're walking back to this area that you thought was safe. You can literally hear not rumbling, but like the sound of like moving sand, if that makes sense. Underneath there, and what you're standing on are like stone flagstones, like stone pieces that make up the floor, flat stone. And then it comes to a head, and on the other side of the room, basically the stone floor pieces crack up and open up, exposing sand, dry yellow sand that kind of shoots up from the inside. And outside of these cracks crawl giant scorpions.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Oh, that's lovely.
And let's
Two?
go ahead. 2 of them.
Oh, boy.
And
Man, do I wish I had that level 9.
Let's see here, Scorpion.
I wouldn't actually be able to do what I wanted to do, but it still would have been fun.
What do you get at level 9?
One of the spells I get basically causes a localized fireball to somebody and then also deals damage over time. But because it's a single target, I can twin spell it. So 2 scorpions, 2 localized fireballs.
I like it.
It's like it's like 8d6 damage, and then they take an additional like 4d6 damage every turn after if they fail their saving throw. It's
So these
pretty ridiculous.
these monsters crawl out of the sand beneath the floor pieces. But Kaelin, you have the jump on them. As they're crawling out, you have the time to do what you want.
All right, I'm gonna target the one in the on the bottom, the one right over here.
Mhm.
Bonus action first. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on that one.
Okay.
And oh wow, 10 to hit.
That does not hit.
All right. And 19 to hit.
That does
Wait.
hit.
Okay. Oh, this bonus damage. I'm not seeing my bonus damage. So I did 9 damage, and then hardest mark did 2. So I did 11 damage. So that's the second attack of my action. I've used up my bonus action, so that is the end of my turn.
How much damage was that? Total?
11.
11.
That
Okay.
was like a range attack.
Yes, that was a range attack.
Okay, next up is Sam.
I'm going to hold my action until somebody else has entered melee range with one of the scorpions.
Gotcha. Next up is Jacques. Jacques reaches over, sees over the shoulders of everyone else, takes a pot shot, and misses once, and misses twice. Next up is... This is Load. Yeah.
Okay. I enrage. And then you were shooting at this one, the lower one?
The lower one, yeah.
Yes, correct. I shot the lower one.
Okay. I run over here
Okay.
to kind of
Good.
take on the other one. And then I will roll 2 attacks.
Okay.
Wow. Should not be so hard. All right, I have 2. I'm dual wielding battle axes. So first one is a 20.
That hits.
Second one is a 17.
That hits also.
All right, and damage for the first one, 10, and the second one, 8. So 18 damage.
18
And then
damage.
how many bonus actions can you do in a turn? Because one of
One.
mine is
One.
rage. Okay. All right, fair enough.
All
Right, that's my
right.
turn.
Next up is Ubert.
I'm going to take my turn now.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. I'm going to
Sam
sneak
jumps in.
attack this scorpion.
Okay.
Also good.
And I rolled a critical hit, 27.
That definitely hits.
Now, do I get double damage on sneak attack damage too?
No,
All right.
I don't think so. Well, so if you rolled it through Roll20, just click on the damage roll and it'll calculate everything for you. If it's a crit, it'll do the crit for you, and so it'll do.
All right. So 10 plus
Yeah, so I don't think you would get the sneak attack damage. as
23. Okay. 23 damage total.
Wow.
So mine actually should have
Good
been
round.
22 because I didn't add rage damage.
Okay. 22 plus
Great.
23, 45 total. Okay. As Load jumps up, bursts into a
Oh,
rage.
one more thing. I'm gonna also use my bonus action to move away from the scorpion.
Does he get an attack of opportunity?
Nope, because it's fleet of foot.
Okay. So as Load yells out in rage and says, for the dwarves, I don't know, something like that, and runs up and lands both axes into like the carapace, like the natural armor of this scorpion. Right behind him is Sam, like scuttering up behind him in disguise, and as he lands his attack, Sam whoops around to the side and jams his blades up into the soft underpart of the scorpion, and it doesn't really have emotions, but you can see it like rear and like in pain, and then like skitter and like screech at you. But next up is Sunset.
Both of the scorpions are still alive.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, I think I missed mine.
Oh no, yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah,
Ubert is your
Ubert should
turn.
be
My
next.
bad.
Sorry to jump in.
Please go ahead.
Being mightily impressed from that sneak attack, I decide to yell for the hold and go and take attack on this one as well.
Okay.
No.
12 plus
Plus your strength. Your strength modifier.
4, 16.
16 hits.
All right, and 10 damage.
10 damage.
Nice.
All right, so next up is Sunset.
Okay. And they're still both alive.
Correct.
Okay. Suddenly, as if by magic, a 1 foot wall of fire appears, intersecting both scorpions.
Wow. Look at that.
So that'll be 5d8 damage to both. Do you want me to roll that independent? Oh, actually, hold on.
Do I get a dex saving throw or anything?
Yes. Each creature within its area must make a dexterity saving throw. So it'll be a DC 15.
DC 15.
Yeah.
Wow, both pass.
Wow. Okay. So they will take half as much damage. But it is 5d8 damage. Do you want me to roll that globally or independently?
I just do it globally. I know you're gonna roll each d8 by it individually, so it'll take a few minutes.
I wasn't gonna re-roll these, so it's not gonna matter.
I'm just kidding.
It's 13, 17, 23, and an 8. 31 divided by 2, 16.
Okay, 16
Be
on
15
each.
and a half, so 16 on each.
16, yeah.
And then that will persist for 1 minute, as long as I maintain concentration.
Nice.
Okay.
Of course,
next
one
up,
of them is probably going to move outside of the range of it.
Yep, this guy is going to move all the way over to Kaelin there and swing on Kaelin. Let me see.
That was Wall of
here.
Fire, by the way.
Okay. Kaelin, what's your AC? Kaelin?
He got disconnected. It might be lagging a bit.
I see his video
Yeah,
moving.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
We can hear you now, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my laptop restarted involuntarily.
Oh,
So.
you're back.
Lovely.
Well, it's perfect timing. What's your AC?
First attack, I get to add my proficiency bonus, so I think it's 19.
Okay, that's a miss. And what's the second one?
So it's a miss, so then it's a 16.
Okay, this one hits.
My AC is just like
all over the place.
Yeah. All over the place. Yeah. It's like 19, 16, 20. How much damage?
Take 15 points of damage.
Okay.
As it runs, skitters on top of the stones, you see its giant right pincher come up and clasp you onto the shoulder, and it squeezes your shoulder, and you can feel your bones tensing and cracking.
That seems unpleasant.
All right, and then the other scorpion is going to swing on it's going to swing on Load because you attacked him first. What's your AC load?
16.
Misses both times. Wow. And with that, it is now. And when do I sunset? When do I take my firewall damage? At the end of my turn? At the beginning of your turn?
Let me take a look. Same damage when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there. So
Alright,
it'll
so it's
take. It'll do another DC 15.
Which it does not pass.
Oh, beautiful. So that'll be another 5d8 to that one. That is a jack. 7. 11. Jack.
What level spell is Firewall?
Oh, did Sunset disconnect? What is going on with everyone's
seeing
internet?
frozen.
Like it.
I don't know.
Too
Well,
much
that was weird. It just decided to disconnect me from the call for some reason.
Well,
Okay,
we can
you're
hear you
back.
now.
Yeah.
Your image is frozen. At least it is for me.
Yeah, it is
But-
for me
Not
too.
flattering. God.
I'll work
yeah,
on it.
it
Just keep going.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I was at 11 plus 7, 18. 23,
Oh wow.
another
This
31 damage.
Wow.
And this is
You said how much damage?
all of it. 31. Oh,
30.
wait. Sorry. Hold on. I keep
There's a
forgetting
wizard
to add
pen here
this.
somewhere.
I keep forgetting to add this. Each of them have taken plus 4 damage from the last turn.
Yeah.
And this will be 35 damage.
35. Jesus. 90.
I keep
Okay.
forgetting to add my elemental affinity.
As it's struggling to fight against the dwarves in front of it, it gets really consumed in the flames of the wall of flame, and you can see literally scorch marks coming up at the sides of its armor and up onto its claws, and it's kind of screeching more. It's obviously in pain. It is now Kaelin's turn.
Okay. So, mixing out the swords. So there is a. What is that? There's a 18 to hit.
18 hits.
So that 18 hits. Okay, great. And so total damage for that is 9 plus 4 plus 7. So 20?
20
20
damage.
damage. So that is first attack. What is that? The hell? I don't think I did that right. I mean my. Oh, I didn't roll the hit. So let me roll that again. So this would be my second attack. That is a 13 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. So that is an additional 13 damage.
Oh, Jesus.
And then bonus action using my dual wielding. That is a crit. Crit to hit. Damage is double, so that 3 becomes a 6. So that's 10 plus 12, an additional 12 damage.
Jesus. Okay.
Real quick.
You begin the dances of the forest, the different dances of the Sylvan Elves, and you start getting really into emotion and a twirl, and you keep hitting and hitting and hitting this fiery monster that's screeching in pain in the corner. It's pretty brutal. What were you saying, Sunset?
Oh, I was just going to say, Sam, you are safe to move to this square here. The wall of fire is not intersecting it. In
Okay.
case you wanted.
Probably gonna go here. I think the dwarves got that one. I'm gonna help Kaelin kill this guy.
All right.
Between the dwarves and my wall of fire.
All right, I'm gonna move here. Make my attack, my sneak attack. It is a 26 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And it deals 21 damage.
Okay.
I'm going to use my fast hands feat to use my healing potion and throw it into Kaelin's mouth.
Give me you're not trying to hide it from, so I guess a dexterity check.
Do I need to make a check?
Well, if he's unaware
Sounds
of
like-
it, you want to force it into her mouth. Ooh, that sounds wrong.
Does sound a little naughty.
Yeah. No, just let it go. It's fine. I'm just giving you a hard time. Okay, so is that all your actions?
Good.
Not that kind of game.
Not that kind of game.
It
Next
could be,
up,
though.
RP.
next up is Jacques. Jacques is going to step forward to here and take a shot at the scorpion on the top left. Oh no, whoops, that's wrong. 3. Okay. He shoots. And he misses twice. Jacques sucks.
Yes. Yes.
Alright,
Better
Load,
okay.
it's your turn.
Okay. I will make my 2 attacks. First is a 23,
That hits.
Nice.
and then a 26.
That hits
Damage
also.
for the first one is 6. Actually, plus 2, so 8.
Mm-hmm.
And 10. So 18, and then I'm going to use a bonus action to make another attack.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 26.
That definitely hits.
Then, let's see. I
Well, let's
just need
hate to
roll
attack.
like
That's pretty insane.
a regular D8. And that's 5 on that one. I can never
Okay.
remember if I. Yeah, 5. I don't add any of the bonuses to the damage.
All right. At this point, you basically chop off one of the scorpion's pincers, and it falls to the ground. It screeches in pain. Next up is Ubert.
Okay, I'm just going to make attack as well. I've got a note here that says attacks per action 2, so that just means I roll twice, or
Yep. You get to two attacks in a turn for a regular action.
let's do it then. 2 19s
Those
plus
both
7.
hit. Yeah, those both hit.
So we got 12 plus 8, 20 damage.
There we go.
Nice.
Nice.
As you raise up your, do you have an axe or a hammer?
I've got an axe, yeah.
You got an axe. So as you raise up your axe, you bring it down right in the center of the between the two beady eyes of the scorpion, and you smash through its head, and then lodge the axe into the stones beneath its body, and it falls over, and falls over dead, screeching out. Good job, you have killed the first sand scorpion. But the night is not done. Next up is Sunset.
Okay. It has been 2 turns since I cast. At this point, this is the second turn, right? Since I cast Bolt of Fire. Okay. I'm gonna keep it active just in case. It's concentration for 1 minute, so that's 6 turns.
Okay.
Doesn't particularly matter for me. I have almost no concentration spells, so it's not gonna make much difference. What I am going to do is, let's see, twin spell. Yeah. I am going to cast just a basic firebolt, but I'm going to twin spell it at the remaining scorpion.
Okay.
So I believe that will be individual attack rolls for each one.
Okay.
So first one is going to be, that's probably going to hit. That's a 26.
Definitely hits.
Probably.
And then I'm going to roll the attack roll on the second one as well right now. And that is going to be a 24 to hit.
That one definitely hits also.
Okay, so let me roll damage. So first one is going to be really weak. That's 11 damage. 15 damage. That's a 10, and that is a 6. So that's going to be 21 damage for the second one. Thank you. +4 elemental.
As the fire spurts out
Definitely.
of your fingertips and lands, and it lands like lava on top of the scorpion, and it burns, melts through its armor and drips down to the floor, creating multiple holes in its body, and it falls over dead. Congratulations.
Oh, beautiful. Well, at that point, then I'll go ahead and dismiss the wall of fire.
It goes away.
So that we can move on to the next room.
I don't think
we
I'm
need to
able
move
to.
south.
I think markings that you make, I can't. Oh, yeah. I can't control.
Yeah,
so
I got it. I'm good.
Who needs
we
patching?
Gucci.
Who needs patching up? Who's taking
I'm
damage?
apparently good.
Neither of us
Right.
took any damage, I don't think, over here.
I don't. I think you are the only one who took damage.
Okay.
I took
Well,
10 damage.
yeah, right, from the explosion. So, using healer action.
Oh, right.
Wait, where are you? Healer action, so 1d6 plus 12. So because it's plus 4 HP plus max hit die, level 8. You have 8 hit die, so. Let's see. 4d6, so. Alright, so 2, so. So you gain 14, and then I'll sort of patch up on myself. Also 14, and I can't reuse that heal on either of us until we do a short or long rest. So.
Thank you, sir. Man.
Yep. 31.
All right, good job. You have killed those 2 sand scorpions. You are now in the room where that obelisk was. That.
I guess we have options to north and south.
Is the
North
floor
and
still
south.
intact?
In those 2 spots where they came up, the floor is cracked, but the spaces where they came up through wasn't like a tunnel. It was sand that was swimming through so sand filled in where it came from. But the floor
Yeah,
tiles have
kinda
been kind of crushed open.
Alright.
Just ruined.
And I try to keep this place neat and tidy. And
Okay.
this is what I have to deal with.
So,
Set it on fire.
Slumming it.
Fire doesn't damage stone. It adds accents. They tore up the floor.
All right.
The resale value's going to hell.
Right?
Let's go heading south.
South? All right.
Yeah, I'll go
Decision
with
has
that.
been made. Against my better judgment, south is the way we're going, apparently.
I mean, we'll go north eventually.
I wasn't
Okay.
consulted.
As
I'm
you
a little
head
put
south,
out by that.
south of this room
Kaelin usually consults me first.
reveals
This is new territory.
a long, empty hallway.
Filled with fire, because I put it there. No.
This hallway leads to a room at the end here, which, hold on.
Provided there's no traps in the hallway, I move where I moved.
There's no traps in the hallway.
Yeah.
Leads to a room in the
Goes off on the
south.
fourth person.
I need to put the barbarian in the front. He's got like all the tricks.
Yeah, I should probably get on that as well. I mean, I'm a warrior, so I should
And
probably.
you guys
be
can just see over the
somewhere at
top
the
of
front.
us anyway.
Yeah.
Except for
Yeah,
Sam.
I'll go ahead. I will go ahead and move here so that I'm looking, because, I mean, all short people in front of me.
It's
I'm at
just
least
short
twice
people all
their
in front of you.
height.
Like
There's no way
Perfect.
that
It's
I'm...
really perfect.
Yeah.
4 foot, 5 foot, and 8 foot.
Yeah. Well, I like to think I'm on the shorter side, so 7 foot.
I can't see shit either way, so.
Right. But you don't need to. You just need to wait for somebody to engage somebody, and then you come up behind them and stab them in the dick.
Stabby, stabby.
So, I like to, since it's empty, like to see if I can, track recent movement through this area. Find any tracks.
Give me a nature check.
I'm gonna go
Or
ahead and roll
survival?
that too.
Survival check.
Survival, I think, was the
Okay.
Yeah.
one determined.
Survival. Let me.
Oh.
I'll do one too, because why not?
Survival check is 11.
Nat 20.
So
Did you say
I'm
nat 20?
looking at
Did
the
load just say a
ceiling.
nat
I did.
20? Okay, that's.
Yes.
I would just like to point out I am looking at the ceiling for tracks. I rolled an 8.
I see everything anyway.
You see no tracks on the ceiling.
bats here.
Yeah, I gathered, but I'm very confused as to why. Isn't that where people normally walk?
As Kaelin walks into the room and is like pointing out, it's like, well, as you can see, I think we lost Jack.
Ooh, I can still hear you, but
Lost video.
Oh,
for a second.
interesting. Lost video.
yeah.
Still
It's better
Understood.
than what happened to me, which I completely got disconnected from the call. So
The black box is probably a slight improvement on my face anyway, so you'll start getting liked about halfway
You're-
through this video.
You're stealth right now. You're sneaking.
Yeah, that's right. Just turned out the lights in my living room.
As you walk into this room, first of all, this room is kind of a tall room. It's in this space, like you were previously walking on like stone tiles. At this space, like literally stone tiles is giving way to just exposed earth and honestly sandy earth. And the walls have become less ornate and have become more like cavernous walls. There we go. You're back.
He's back.
As you walk in,
Congratulations, you survived.
Kaelin like stands up and is like, obviously I know where the Doer sister went. It's obvious. Look at all these scratches on the ground. Like da 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 da. And she walks over to the entrance to the left. And then Load comes in and says like, wait, there's obviously footprints leading to the door to the south, like obvious footprints in the sand.
Oh, you're gonna make me do this.
I'm pretty sure it's that way.
After you, buddy.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta find my coin.
No,
Coin.
it's 50-50 coin.
You mean this way, right?
Oh, leaving up to fate.
So Kaelin, as you go to the walkway to the left,
Yeah.
It's
Can't roll
obvious
a
that
1d2 without a coin.
it's obvious that the walkway to the left is a collapsed cave just down the way. It's like there's no way of going any further. But
she collapsed
to
it
the
on her way through.
To the south is another stone wall with a double door. Where did Jacques go?
Well, hold on. So, because I, regardless of what the empirical evidence says, I still want to flip my coin. So,
Okay, go
heads
for
I
it.
side with Kaelin. Tails I side with the new guy who disrespected me earlier.
I don't know.
And the new guy gets lucky.
Wow.
Oh.
Over
Going south.
your own brethren.
Oh.
Hmm. I think the dwarves have had an effect on this group.
Sorry, I really enjoy any chance I get to use my my acquisition. Oh, I dropped it. My acquisitions incorporated coin here.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. You get that
Yeah.
fax or something?
No, I bought it off their website. But yeah, it's I so rarely get to flip coins that
Any
I,
opportunity.
any opportunity exactly.
Yeah.
So, and these duality decisions are pretty perfect for it.
All right, so the door to the south is a giant double door of stone, and carved into this door, like into both doors, so it's just one image, is like a giant a skeleton as tall as the door, and the skeleton has his hands raised like this.
Like he should be holding something.
No, it's just the hands raised above its head.
Is this
Okay.
like a carved from stone skeleton
Yes.
or like a full-on like giant skeleton?
Being that the last door that we encountered had locks and arcane magic, I roll a 14 for an Arcana check on the door.
Arcana check. You do find a trap on this door. There is an explosion. There is an explosion trap on this door.
Sam, you got this. Sam,
Fun.
you got this.
I got this.
Hey
I
Sam,
got this, guys.
you got this. There is an
Let me
explosion
at it.
trap on the door,
I love me some
and I'll
traps.
back up to here.
Yeah, I'm moving into the side collapse tunnel.
So Kaelin, I will remind you,
But
Fireball, which is basically an explosion spell, does go around corners.
okay, well, all right, I'll hide behind you then.
That is reasonable. I should be far enough away.
I hide behind Jacques.
Being an expert in explosions and fire, I'm at a safe distance.
All right,
I don't have any
You got this, Sam.
Sam, what are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna assess the lock and make my sleight of hand check.
Can I use the
I
help
size
action?
it up, I look it over.
What even does the help action do? I don't remember.
This makes you try to solve the skill check with advantage,
Yeah, that seems to be like it would help.
which we have never used ever, I don't think.
You always forget.
Yeah, but there's a. This is an explosion trap. Like, I'm betting that it's fireball levels of damage.
I'll
It may
make a
not.
third character. I don't
Yeah.
care.
In any case, you have advantage on the attempt here. I will utilize the help action to assist.
All right.
Well, don't you need to be up front to help out? You can't be
I don't
helping
think
from far
so.
away.
Can't hide behind you.
Just
I'm
encouraging.
shouting encouragement from the other end of the hall. Go,
I'm
Sam,
so
go!
lifted.
You got this. You can do it.
My morale is so high. I don't see how I could possibly fail. All right.
All right,
my
roll the
first
dice. Roll the dice. What do you got?
I feel like the voice of heavens have called down to me and said, "You can do this." All right, that was a 25 for my first roll,
Hey, that's
and
Nice.
29 for my second roll.
No.
Jeez. Well, I'm gonna say you successfully open this door.
Woohoo!
You successfully navigate the lock without triggering what you sense is the magical resistance to your touch. And you hear a click,
Thank you.
and the
I
door.
couldn't have done that without the guiding voice of the lovely magic woman.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm the only magic woman in the room. I'll take it.
I honestly believe that he doesn't know your name.
You know, I think you're right. Being that the first interaction was essentially me dropping a wooden dildo into his cup, yeah.
I mean, if someone did that to me, I would remember their name. No, but
He was absolutely drunk, and I'd never told him my name in the entirety of our interactions.
Yeah.
So
No,
as
it's
you
true. We've never actually exchanged names.
as you open
Oh,
the
I know
door,
your name.
this is a giant hallway. A giant hall. In the center of the hall is a statue. It's got to be 20 feet tall. 20 to 25 feet tall. What is that in meters? I don't know.
60.
Well,
and
at a rough 3 foot, it would be what, 5-ish?
it's
I
tall.
think.
This is a giant arch space, like a barrel vault room, with this statue that's in the image of a giant skeleton holding up with its left hand a like a scale, like the Lady Justice in the United States, like a scale that has two platforms that's weighing on one pivot.
Is
And
the
it's
skeleton blindfolded?
No,
Ah,
just the scale.
disappointing. Blindfolded skeleton is just like, why? It makes no sense because it's got no eyes, but it's hilarious. Is
Thanks
my
for a
point,
good Megadeth album cover.
right?
Yeah.
Are those dragons in the corners?
Ignore those. There's nothing there. It's just ornamentation. Just the
I
giant
was
skeleton.
I was absolutely gonna inspect the dragons in the corner, but if they're not there, then that's fine.
Hey, so dwarves are good with stonework. What do you guys make of this monstrosity ahead of us here?
I rolled a 21 on Arcana on the statue. Maybe it come alive?
You recognize that something magical is happening with this statue.
Oh joy!
Mm.
Hey guys, that statue, totally magical. Just rife with magic. That's all.
Okay.
that is all.
Should we attack it then?
I don't know any specifics. I just know that it's magical in some way, shape, or form.
I mean, we haven't had to roll
Apparently, a
initiative
21
yet,
wasn't
so
enough to identify what type of magic it was.
is this something we can like stealth past, sneak by it?
I say we take the tankiest of us and just run them in front of it. See what happens.
So
Just start
before we
smashing it
do
apart.
that-
Hey, John,
Brute
John,
force.
run in front of the statue real quick, please, for me. For-
stone cutting. There's some dwarf thing. Maybe make a history check related to the origin of stonework. You were considered proficient in the history skill.
Okay.
Double your proficiency bonus. Let me see what I can do with that.
Wow, that's
My intelligence isn't great, but
remind me.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a
your-
19
Oh yeah.
plus
Nice.
1 for my intelligence modifier, so a 24.
Nice.
Actually, I'm sorry,
Wow.
26. Double my
So,
proficiency.
Boom.
Yeah, you're
You know this one.
So load
you
as you
probably
come.
know exactly where this came from.
Load as you come into the room and you see the statue. You instantly recognize the stone and the veining of the stone that it's made of. This stone has come from the land of Tafria, which is the basically North African, if you want to equate it to our map.
Analogy.
And
Yeah, for sure.
you realize that this stone is rare and unique here. It has been transported somehow across the sea to Cantamont. You can also tell that the stone is in pieces, and it has you can't understand how the pieces have been combined together. Like, for instance, the forearm of the statue is one piece of stone, and you do not know how it's joined at the elbow.
Magic.
Fair to assume. Okay. I can,
Sorry, I just it
Yeah.
felt like the appropriate time to use that.
Beautiful.
It felt right. I'm with it. Okay. Well, it's definitely magical. It's definitely old. What do we want to do with that information?
John, please run in front of the statue real quick.
Who's John?
Just for me.
Who's
You know
John?
who John is.
You know who John is.
I don't know who John is.
You know John knows who
Jackie.
John is.
Jackie boy?
I have been calling Jacques John since the beginning.
I don't know that Jacques' name isn't John, because I've only ever met him through the sunset.
And he's never corrected her.
This is entirely possible. Sam may think that Jacques' name is John because I've only ever called him John in his.
I've never met Jacques otherwise. That was Landval.
Right.
True, good point. Jacques says, "Well, what do you want from me, elf?"
Just wander towards the statue and let's just see what happens.
Okay, give me a
The
persuasion check.
amulet I gave you will protect you.
Give me
Oh,
a
God.
give me a persuasion check.
Okay. Do you want persuasion or do you want deception? Because the last little bit sounds a little bit like
Deception.
persuasion.
Persuasion. Give me a
They're
persuasion.
both the Okay, they're both the same
Deception.
modifier, so it doesn't really matter which one I choose. It's just character building on which one you choose. Ooh. Man. That's gonna be 15. 8 plus 7.
Jacques
I'm going
says,
to the sunset in this task and be like, yes, John, you should definitely be, you should feel the power of the amulet coursing through you to protect you from all perils in this catacomb. Surely you cannot be harmed.
Does that mean I
by
get
whatever
advantage on it?
magics are present.
yeah, you
He's
get
in the help
advantage.
action.
Roll again. Roll
All
again.
right. Oh, that is so much better. That's gonna be 24. Thank you, Sam.
Sam, oh boy. Jacques says, I have been
I mean,
through
he
so many.
absolutely
I
should.
have been through so many troubles in this dungeon, yet I somehow believe you. Even though I have almost died numerous times.
I just want him to wander to like here. Like I'm not expecting him to go like within necessarily like absolute reach of the sword. I just want to see what happens when he gets close to the statue.
As he steps up to the statue, something crazy happens. You see, as he gets within like a few feet of the statue, you see literally the statue start to turn and face him, and then it bends down at the waist and lowers its hand in front of Jacques. Like opens its hand like this. Where's the camera? Like this.
Okay. So before all of this happens, can I make some actions? Like as the statue is starting to turn, I want to do something.
Okay.
Okay. This is, I think, technically going to take... Yeah, I think either way I do it, it will take 2 actions. Do I have enough time to do that before it were to have lowered its hand to...
No, I'd say you have time enough for 1 action in that time period.
Okay. I can technically do it in 1 6-second combat round. It will cost me sorcery points, but I can technically do it.
Sure, go for it. Let's see what happens.
Okay. So what I would like to do, and I'll go ahead and spend sorcery points on this because I think it's interesting, at the very least. Which will be my last 2 I think it'll be my last 2 sorcery points. I think it costs 2 to where is it? Yeah, it's 2 sorcery points to quicken a spell. Okay. So, first and foremost, I would like to spend 1 of the charges on my dress to move right here as the statue is turning to face Jacques. I am then going to quicken spell Thunderstep to teleport me and Jacques back to here, and he would be right there.
Okay.
Am I close enough to take damage from that?
No, you won't.
It's where
only
you
a
take
10
off
foot.
from, yeah.
Yeah, so I was here. It's 10 feet, so it would at max be this square here. You are just outside of it.
That's good.
And that's all you want to do?
That's all I want to do. Because
Okay.
it looks like the statue may potentially be attacking.
With that, the statue does come alive. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Jacques currently has the only amulet that will potentially shut off the undead hordes.
Yeah, we need
I need him alive and potentially intact in order to prevent the undead hordes from continuing to assault the keep.
That's fair. 21.
Kaelin rolled a 21. Oof.
I rolled a 10. Since I'm going next week, I'll be right back. I'm going to use the bathroom.
7 as well.
Critical
What'd you-
failure for me, so...
A 1?
A 1.
Oh man.
Attaboy.
And
think he takes a
load. You
decent
said 17, right?
21.
21. Never mind. Jacques. What did Jacques roll? 5. Sam, what did you roll?
Actually, so
A 7.
on advantage, if I have to use the higher of the 2, right?
Yeah,
It doesn't matter if one of them was a critical fail.
doesn't matter.
Okay, good.
All right, so it looks like we've got. There we go. So first up is Ubert, I think, because you rolled 21, right?
No,
Right,
that was
was-
load.
Yeah. I did that backwards. I'm sorry. There we go. And then
Rich on clean.
there we go. Now we're good. All right.
Okay.
Load, you're good to go.
I enrage, and then I run up and we'll do 2 attacks. All right, actions, attack. My first battle axe. It's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Second is a 14.
The 14 does not hit.
Then damage for the first one is 13.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Kaelin, it's
Sorry,
you.
I used my bonus action to enrage.
Sure. I will. Guess I'll do. Do I want to bother with? Yeah, I'll do 100. Yeah, I wonder how long this will take to kill. So I'll do Hunter's Mark with my bonus action, and then I'll do range attack. Stand by. It's already taken damage, right? So.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Okay.
have a question
So-
once Kaelin's done with her turn.
13 to hit.
That does not hit.
All right. Well, let's try this again. 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Measly 13 damage.
Just a measly 13, 20. Okay. You done?
I'm done.
All right. The big guy is going after Load directly
So-
in front of him.
Hold on. Point
Yeah.
of order. Because I teleported Jean away, there was a electric explosion that occurred that
Oh,
may
yeah,
have dealt damage to this thing. Can I get a con 15 saving throw from the giant statue, please?
15, he passes.
Okay, so he will take and he will take half damage of 3d10 thunder damage. I did not modify the element. That is a 9. That is a 1. And that is another 9. So
10
19 damage total. Yeah, 10 damage.
Okay.
And because it's not fire, it doesn't benefit from my elemental affinity.
Next up is the statue is now attacking Load, who is right in front of him. What's your armor, Load?
16.
Where are we here? Where are we? There we go. 16. 9, that hits. That misses. So 2 hits. Oh boy, this is gonna hurt.
Unfortunately, I don't have any more teleports to get you out of there.
That's what he's here for.
Evac on the way.
So half of whatever.
27 damage. Oh, you take half, so
Okay.
14.
Okay.
And with that, he swings with his, it basically kicks you, and because of that, you take that damage for being kicked and being pushed all the way to here, and you hit the wall. He basically
Oh, whoa, not bad.
punts
Okay,
you to the wall. Next up is Sunset.
Okay. So Jacques is still standing next to me.
Uh-huh.
That correct?
Yes.
I'm trying to decide if this is too metagamey.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
But I'm gonna ask Jacques for the amulet.
For the scarab amulet?
More specifically, I'm going to demand the scarab amulet from Jacques. I had already told him that I may need it from him in the future.
Whew, give me if you demand it, give me an intimidation check.
Where is my intimidation? Okay. +4.
Use the voice.
That'll help.
Jacques, you will give me that amulet, as was preordained when I gave it to you 5 minutes ago.
What did you roll?
That should be advantage.
That's gonna be a 15? 14. But I did already explain to him that I might need it in the future.
It's got to be an
And he agreed. He understood.
As you look into his eyes as you say this, you see in his eyes that he realizes he needs to give it to you, but he really, really doesn't want to because he remembers the pain of being under the influence of the... And he clutches the amulet against his chest and he begins stepping back away from you.
Either you give me the amulet or we all die.
No, he's still continuing to step backwards.
Oh. It's not having it.
I can split my movement, right?
Yep.
Here, guys. I'm gonna grab another.
I'm gonna
pass.
Okay.
I'm gonna step here and I'm going to attempt to sleight of hand it from him.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check.
That's gonna be a 12. No. Yes, 12. 8 plus 4 is 12.
As you attempt to reach for the amulet, Jacques yells out, "No! What's... No!" And he swats your hand away, and with this, he now actually turns and tries to run out of the room.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And your turn is over. It is now
Can
Sam's
I
turn.
shout, Kaelin, get him?
Sure, you can do that.
As the end of my turn? Okay.
You can say that.
Kaelin, get him!
You got it, boss.
Sam, it is your turn.
I can't catch Jacques because I'm too slow. So I'm gonna wait until Ubert attacks, and if he goes into melee range, I'm gonna hold my action until after that.
Okay. Next up is Jacques himself. He already used half his movement for his turn. He's gonna just another 2 spaces to there. And now it is Ubert's turn.
I knew it was a mistake giving that to
Alright.
Jacques.
Does it look like the statue can actually move away from where it is? I assume it can like move its feet and...
Yeah, because he kicked load,
yeah.
so his feet are free. Yeah.
Alright, so the only right thing to do, I think, is a frontal charge.
Okay, go for it.
We'll go right in there.
A true warrior.
Make 2 attacks. Let's use that. So the first one is a 13 plus 7, that's a 20
That hits.
to hit. And the second one is a 16 to hit.
16 does not hit.
Okay, so just the first one. That is just 6 damage.
Just 6. Yikes.
It's a start.
All right. As you swing the axe, you hit its big toe. on the ground, and it makes no reaction at all, but the toe falls off.
Falls off.
Ouch.
It had leprosy. It was already falling off.
Sam, would you like to make your move now?
Yes, I'm gonna use my fleet of foot to get it into range for melee attack. I'm gonna use my sneak attack on it. Find the right screen here, and I roll a 22 to hit,
That hits.
and I deal 29 damage.
Jesus.
Nice.
Okay. That your turn?
That's all she wrote.
All right, back to load. What do you want to do?
Okay, I am going to do 2 more attacks. All right. First one.
I'll
So
move your
22 to
guy
hit.
into contact with him.
Oh, right, yeah. He knocked me back. I forgot about that. 22 and a 13 to hit.
22 hits, and the 13 does not hit.
Okay. Damage for the first one, 9. And then I will use a bonus action to make another attack. My dual wielder. It's 19.
19 hits.
Just roll a d8. And that's 10 damage.
All right. Whew. Again, you're chipping away at the stone that is around their legs and their shins and their knees, his knees. But again, no reaction from the statue. It just kind of stands there motionless. Next up is Kaelin.
Right.
I need that amulet.
All right. Gonna try to sort of
The amulet.
snatch,
Get me the amulet.
gonna go grab the amulet from Jacques.
So are you're gonna attempt to steal the amulet off of him, or are you like gonna try to stop him?
Both dot taco?
I'm gonna try to reach and like snatch the amulet off of him, so steal it off of him.
Okay, so it's gonna be a sleight of hand.
Okay. 10.
Yeah, again, Jacques yells out, he says, I don't want to go back, never! And he swats your hand away and continues to run.
Oh, does he continue to run? Well, if he does move away from me, it's gonna be an attack of opportunity.
That is an attack of opportunity.
Okay, attack of opportunity, go for it.
Okie doke.
I didn't want to kill him, but we need that amulet.
We need the amulet. Okay.
And
He's
he
already
agreed to give it back to me when I requested it. When I
He
gave it
is
to him.
already. I do know he has some. He's not at full health. So I'll use a clue.
Did he take
Are you
damage?
killing Jock?
I
Yes,
don't.
he is.
Well,
I don't think
I
he took damage.
assume that he. Yeah, but I don't know that he was. I mean, semantically speaking, I don't know that he would be at full health. He never got healing. Wait, technically he did. No.
Yeah, we all
you're right.
healed.
He did. We
Yeah.
no. We poured a health potion down his
Right.
throat while
Yeah,
he was
you
still
did. Yeah,
writhing
yeah,
in
yeah,
pain.
So
So,
he's
no.
at full. He's at full HP.
He's
He's at
basically
full
full
HP,
HP. Yeah.
Okay. I'll take a swing at him. 24. 8 damage.
That definitely hits. Does 8 damage. Where'd my pen go? There it is.
But he's at full health, so that's not gonna be enough.
And also,
Right.
Does
I'm
not
gonna
kill him.
convince him-
As he turns to run, you slash him in the back. He screams out in pain in a very, very French way. And
What does that sound like?
I am trying to think of how to Jacques le Bleu! Jacques le Bleu! And he continues running into the darkness. Next up is the statue's turn. He is now going to attack Ubert. Yeah, okay. So he gets 3 attacks. What's your armor, Ubert?
16.
16, so that hits. 2 hits. Oh boy.
I don't like the sound of that.
Wow, I do have the most AC in the party. That's...
Really?
I have 18. You have 16. Sam has 15.
Ubert
has 16.
Take
Load has 16.
Take 33 points of damage.
33?
33.
Of course.
As the statue lifts up its foot, you just see the bottom of its stone sandal above you, and it lands on you.
That is a drop in the bucket of his 84 HP.
What? Is that much?
85.
Yes.
Still though, that was only 2 of its 3 attacks, and it dealt 33 damage.
It's still just a drop in the fucking bucket. Like, yes, I would be hurting like mad. I only have 50 HP. Kaelin would be dead right now with 25 out of her 52. And Sam would be no better off than I am. Actually, worse than I am, because only 41 out of 51. But yeah, Lode and Ubert are tanks to the highest order.
All right, next up
88,
is Sunset.
45.
Sunset, what do you want to do?
Okay. I have a question.
Okay.
This will be good.
Oh, it will be. So, Magic Missile auto hits.
Yeah. Huh?
It
I
does.
would like to target the chain that is holding the amulet around his neck.
I mean, yeah, I think you can do it. I mean, that sounds right. What's the HP of a chain? Of a jewelry chain?
For a jewelry chain, I would guess 1, maybe 5 at most. I was planning on casting Magic Missile at the 2nd level, which would be 4 1d4 plus 1 attacks against the chain.
Yeah.
Okay, this is
No
the
matter if
hefty.
it goes through
This
it
is the
and
hefty
pierces
magical
through it.
chain, and it's going to be 5 HP. So go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Well, his minimum rolls.
I mean, you realize that at minimum I deal 8 damage, right?
Yeah, I know.
Roll it. We want to see how much goes through, and gets
Hey.
Jacques in the neck.
You know what? I'm okay.
Decapitates
I'm okay
Jacques.
with that. I'm okay with that. He
frog.
reneged on a verbal contract that we had when he gave him the amulet. I explicitly stated that I would need this back at some point, and he agreed.
You might argue it was under duress, but
Yeah.
We're in the middle of a dungeon with, at the time,
It's
only
like-
3
it's
of us
like-
there.
You'd say, "I'll save your life if you agree to commit suicide later," and then he's saying, "Okay, now it's time to
So
commit
that's
suicide. Just
4
do it."
damage. That's 5 damage, which is 9. That's another 5 damage, so we're at 20, or we're at 14. And that is another
Nice.
4 damage, so we're at 18 damage to the chain specifically. HP of 5.
So at this point, Jacques is he's in a full run away. You cast this, and it hits the back of the chain and the back of his neck, breaks the chain, and it falls off of his neck onto the floor. He of course, he experiences the collision and damage of it hitting him in the back of the neck, and he tumbles onto the floor also.
Okay.
And the amulet lands on the floor and kind of skids away from him. It's maybe 5 feet away from him, and he is now on the floor also.
You still got your movement.
Yeah, I still have my movement.
So he lands the next stair. It's let me do a little marker here. It is right there.
Okay. That is perfect. Well, it's sort of perfect. I mean, he's not going to be able to do anything to me at this point. So it's not going to matter much. I'm going to move there and pick up the amulet.
Okay.
I unfortunately do not have any additional sorcery points, so I could not cast that magic missile as a bonus action, and the movement speed additional from my dress does require a single action. So I am stuck there.
All right.
But that's okay.
Next up is Sam. What do you want to do?
I'm going to continue pressing the attack with my new dwarven allies. And I roll critical fail hit.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit.
I cover my face in shame and use my bonus action to disengage away and cry over here.
Okay. Next up is Jacques himself. As he falls over and lands, and then you run up next to him on the floor to pick up the amulet. You see him kind of curl up into a ball and start to like make guttural like grunting noises, like
Can I make a comment here?
Just sure.
Okay. I just want to say I have no intention of causing you more pain than is necessary. Please understand and believe me in the future.
I'm sure that makes it feel better.
And that is all I'm going to say.
This is all your fault, Chuck.
Why'd you make me do this to you?
That is literally what I'm saying. Why did you make me do this to you? If he had just given me the amulet, I could have moved easily into range of the statue, which I believe would have responded to the amulet, and then stopped the combat. I could have given the amulet back to Jacques within short order. I had already explained to him that I would need the amulet back at some point.
Wow.
He knew this going in.
Okay. As you do this, it takes his whole turn, but basically he's on the ground writhing in pain, and eventually he turns his head and looks back at you at the end of this the time period of a turn. So what is it, 6 seconds? And he looks back up at you from the floor, and his eyes are burning blue, like blue flames are his eyes. And with that, we'll move on to Ubert.
I guess I would have to wait until my turn to make an Arcana check against that particular phenomenon.
Yeah.
But I imagine the blue flaming eyes will last a significant period of time, so I will at least be able to do what I want to do, and then investigate said weirdness involving his ocular cavities.
All right, Ubert, what do you want to do?
All right, let's just keep hacking at this thing. So we'll go for the first attack, which is an 11. It's not likely going to do it. And the second attack is an 18.
18 hits.
All right. Damage for that one is 15.
Nice.
and then I'm going to use my action surge. So you can take one additional action on your turn. This can be used one time per short rest.
Yep.
Let's go for it for another attack. First one is 12. Second
Misses.
one is 27, critical.
Crit. Okay. So
Nice.
roll damage, and double the dice, not the modifier. So if your damage is d6 plus 4, you double the d6, and it's just plus 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I think the official rules are you roll twice, but double damage works.
Yeah.
However you want to do it.
It looks like it works out in D&D Beyond anyway, right?
Yeah, if you roll a crit and then you click on the damage numbers, it will automatically do. I believe it will just roll double the dice.
Yep.
Generally,
so-
I feel that max damage plus a dice roll is the way to go, but that's my own opinion, and we can discuss that later. Because
So for the crit is just 10 damage for the crit though.
No, boo.
Roll the
See, that
2
doesn't make
2 under
sense.
4 on.
it should
on
be
a
max
D12.
damage and then plus a dice roll. Because like, what if you roll 2 1s, or you roll a 1 and you double it? That's still 2 1s. Like, come on, that's not a crit. It should be max damage and then a dice roll. Like,
I
Come
will
on.
I will consider that. I will consider that.
all right, we will discuss this after the fact.
Roll persuasion.
Since it is a crit, basically you take like a wide swing like around from your side and go right into his ankle. And since it's a critical, it really breaks through the stone of his ankle. And now he's walking, his right leg is walking on the stump of his ankle. His foot has fallen to the floor next to him. Ooh,
No.
But
pretty
he's a
brutal.
statue, so he probably doesn't care that much.
It'll slow him down.
Or a giant skeleton.
That was a 19 persuasion, by the way. I did roll as Sam suggested.
Next up is
I
load.
also
Okay.
You can blame Sam for this.
Do I want to use my reckless attack advantage? No, we'll just roll regular. Okay, so 2 attacks. My battle axes. 17 to hit
That's a hit.
and an 18 to hit.
Those are both hits.
So
Nice.
damage for the first one is 15. Damage for the second one is 13. So
28.
and then I will use my bonus action to do another one. That is a 24 to hit,
Jesus, yeah, it hits.
and then it's just 3 damage.
Ooh, that's not amazing. Okay. Again, you're chopping away at this. He is now getting down to like not much stone in his legs. He's got very skinny legs now.
Good. Pretty good.
Next up is Kaelin.
Okay. Well, just try some shooting attacks here. Stand by. Longbow. That is a 9 to hit, so that's no good. That is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
17 damage.
17.
Wow.
Yeah.
With a bow, that is impressive.
Nasty.
right
Yeah.
between the eyes.
With the
Yeah,
bow
that's,
shot,
that's an eye shot.
yeah, that literally hits him in the eye, and it hits him in the eye, and it sticks out, and he doesn't react to it, and just continues to lumber along, or like limp along.
I like the idea that, like, as he moves his eyes, the arrow is still in it, and it moves with the eye. So, like, you can tell where he's looking
He's looking.
based on.
It's like Pirates of the Caribbean with like the wooden eye and the fork. just sort
Yeah. All right, next up is the monster's turn. He is again attacking Ubert. What did you say your armor was again? I'm sorry, Ubert.
16.
Okay, 2 of them hit again.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Not good.
Don't worry, guys.
Take 40 damage. 4-0.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Is there a way to like taunt D&D? Can I like
Yeah.
him
Like,
so that he
yeah,
can
Self
operate?
aggro.
Give me
No. I mean, come on. You said 40? That's
Yeah.
not even half of his health.
Well,
Yeah, but
plus
he's already been hit once.
33.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that he'd already been hit. I
got 11 left now. So
Did you bring a bow with you by chance?
Okay. Don't worry. I got this. And it's my turn. I think.
again the giant. This time he lifts up his stump of a leg and like jams it onto you, like on the top, directly on the top of your head, and forces you down to the ground. Lots of damage.
It's
Next up is
specifically
Sunset.
Pointy. Okay.
It's
Before I do anything, I'm going to turn to Jacques and say, I hate that you are making me waste this. At which point I spend the second
Classic abusive relationship.
point. I spend the second point on my dress to move right here.
okay.
I have the amulet.
Yes, you do.
Does that do anything?
I hold the rest of my action.
Okay.
Which isn't really anything because I spent an action point to move to here, but I still have my full movement and my bonus action, which I could potentially spend.
All right. Next up is Sam.
Yeah. Oh,
All right.
hold on. Hold.
Nice.
Oh boy. Okay. Next up
Yeah.
is Sam. What
So,
do you want to do?
hopefully everybody understood that. I'm gonna leave it as is, and we'll see what happens.
All right. I'm gonna dash back over here. Well, not dash, but move back over here and sneak attack on the giant. And ooh,
not holding.
Sam's too drunk. He doesn't.
You're absolutely right. I shouldn't expect any less from a.
I didn't think you meant me.
What are you gonna do, Sam?
Everybody hold. Not just everybody except Sam. Everybody, including Sam.
Too
All right. Well, then I
It's
hold my.
It's too late. You've already acted.
All right. Well, I did roll 15, so did that even hit?
That does not hit.
All right, then I guess no harm, no foul.
Maybe. We'll see.
It is now Jacques' turn. Jacques gets to his feet, turns to face Kaelin,
Really?
and sprints at her and attacks.
Oh wow.
All right.
Kaelin,
So
what's
he
your AC?
actually has his faculties?
19.
19.
Made him evil, man.
One
Using
hits.
defensive duelist feat. Okay.
The first one hits. And what's the armor on the second attack?
So he did a successful attack, so I have defense against multi-attack. It's an ace, so I add. I think it's 20.
Okay, the second one
Hold
does
on.
not.
No,
hit.
it's +5. Yeah.
Well, so yeah, it's really convoluted because I'm not seeing where you get a bonus to the first attack, but the second attack should
So-
be +4. So
What?
that would be 20 to your AC on the second attack, and any subsequent attacks from the same target will be at the same AC.
Okay, so the defensive duelist lets me use my reaction to add my proficiency bonus to my AC, so that's the 19. And then the multi-attack defense. So if you successfully hit, the multi-attack defense gives me a +4 to my AC, so then I get 20.
Yeah, and that's you get 20. So the thing is, and I think this may be where we were calculating it wrong previously. You get that +4 on all subsequent attacks from the same target.
But may by that creature for the rest of the turn.
Yeah. So if they have 3 attacks and they hit you on the first one,
right.
you have 20 AC for every subsequent attack. So those are the next 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really good. It's really good.
The second one does not hit. The second one does not hit.
How much damage was that again?
I haven't rolled yet. Hold on. 5 damage. A whopping 5 damage.
Well, I've always wanted an excuse to fuck up Jock, so here we go.
Yeah, I think, honestly, I think that most of us have been looking for an opportunity to fuck up Jacques.
And he was so grateful when we saved him earlier.
Yeah.
Poor Jacques.
Well, he was so grateful.
Jacques got like the short end of the stick every time.
This is true, but it's his own damn fault. If he had just given me the amulet when I initially asked for it, and
why doesn't he suffer when I tell him to suffer?
You guys hated him way before that.
No, well, absolutely. As I said, I have been calling him John from the beginning because I just did not respect him. But
all right.
Yep. All right. Next up is Ubert. What do you want to do?
All right. The fight continues. I'll go for a attack. So the first roll is 24.
Nobody's paying attention to me, and that's okay. I just want to reiterate the hold command that I initiated at the end of my turn.
Oh, nice.
What did you roll for
saying for the hold?
24 for the first one and 14 for the second.
That does not hit. So the first one hits only.
And the damage is do 9 damage.
9 damage.
And then I'm going to use a bonus action. Once per short rest, you can use a bonus action to regain 1d10 plus 8 hit points.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, very nice.
That'll be handy. Yeah.
That is a beautiful fighter. I think it's fighter. Ability. It's
second wind.
Choice. And it's short rest or is it long rest?
I think it's short rest.
Short rest. So that's 8.
That is so
8
nice.
18 hit points back.
Nice.
Very nice. Clutch even.
All right, so that's your turn. It is now Lode's turn.
Right.
I will hold my action.
Hold. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody listened. Thank you.
I'm assuming that every time someone else attacks, Sunset is just screaming "hold" again.
I am. I literally am.
Finally, actually, no. This will be good. I'm gonna do an intelligence check and see if I figure this out.
See if you understand what that means. Is that hold like where I live, or hold like stop doing what I'm doing?
It was a 9, so.
Yeah, we're gonna call that a fail. I'm gonna attack.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Alright.
Hold your action. Don't do anything.
18 to hit. Second
that
one
hits.
Is a 23 to hit.
Those both hit.
And
I don't
damage,
actually expect anybody to kill it before
15,
I get to act, but.
And 9, so 24 damage.
Or more specifically, before it gets to act.
So as you slice into, you get to the point where his good leg is
Don't you do
Almost is almost broken through, but it's not.
Don't you do it. Don't
It
you
is
kill
now-
this thing before...
It is now the statue's turn, and it turns.
I remind you-
Hold on one second.
I have the amulet, and am right next to it.
Let me see here. Hold on one second. It's got an intelligence of -3. Jesus. Okay, so
Can I give the help action to the enemy?
it just continues to attack Ubert. That's what it does.
Oh, come on, man.
But it rolled horribly. Wow. Hit only once.
90 damage.
That's only 13 damage.
That's pretty good. You can
I
take that.
think he did him in. He's gone now.
Well, no, because I don't think you ever regained the ones that you got your second wind on your character sheet, Ubret.
It looks like he
Yeah, I mean-
disconnected.
Oh.
It does indeed.
He did it for dramatic effect.
He gained plus 18 when he got his second win. He did. If you refresh his character sheet, he's at 29. So 18 that he got?
13.
13.
Okay, yeah.
He tanks that, no problem.
So he's still alive. So we'll move on. It is now Sunset's turn.
Okay. At the beginning of my turn, everybody stop what the fuck you're doing and back the fuck up.
Wait, did you skip me?
Yeah.
I did. Go ahead and do your turn.
Okay.
No, you attacked it. You hit it in the eye, remember?
No. This is
No, that was last turn.
That was last turn.
No. This
He- no,
was
he-
after
he
I
just-
gained the amulet.
He
This
just
was
got
after I
attacked.
gained the amulet.
He just
By
got attacked
Jacques.
by
I just
by
got attacked by
Jacques.
Jacques.
Yeah.
So, first
You-
attack.
No, you attacked Jacques.
16 to hit.
Hold on. You attacked Jacques.
He hasn't attacked Jacques.
Nope. I shot the Colossus,
So-
then I got attacked by Jacques, and now it's the next turn.
Well, no, because I haven't. I'm last. I'm last in the order. So if you attack the Colossus, I still have an action.
All right,
Before
okay,
you get-
just fine. Just take your goddamn action. You've been holding this entire time. You're screwing up the order. Just do something or skip your turn.
You attacked the Colossus.
Turbo,
Stuck
move.
the
Do
arrow.
something. It's your turn. Do something, or we're just gonna pass you.
Well,
Kaelin's tired of being the.
Whose turn is it? In the turn order, it is. I did skip Kaelin, so she gets a turn.
All right. So I did 13 damage to Jacques. And then, well, I guess I don't have Hunter's Mark in him.
well, it'd be nice if Skype would actually let me let me do my thing. This is the second time.
24
that
to
it is-
hit, 9 damage,
emergency
third
exit.
attack. 15 to hit, does that pass?
15. Hold on. Jacques has. Yes, it does.
Okay, so that is 8 plus 9 plus 13. So is that 30 damage?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Nice shot.
So as you as Jacques charges you and attacks you, you retaliate, and you literally. I was gonna say it. You decapitate Jacques.
No.
Oh.
Shot.
That's not good.
Seems fitting for a Frenchman, but
Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
to be fair, He attacked when he could have retreated. That's very un-Frenchman.
He made the choice to have his head taken off, really.
Absolutely.
So as the head falls to the ground, you can see the blue flames in his eyes die out, and you see his human eyes. You see into his human soul for a minute as he looks at you through a decapitated head on the ground, and then his eyes go cold.
Okay.
Really
And
unnecessary.
Apparently, it was
I'm
my
also relatively certain you took more turns than you needed, but whatever. As long as I get my action.
It is now Sunset's turn.
Okay.
Whose turn?
To reiterate, everybody hold what the fuck they're doing and back the fuck up. Okay. I'm gonna hold the amulet out to the Colossus and hold my action.
Oh, God damn it. Fucking hold your action again.
I have not holded my action the entire game so far. This.
I don't think the anyone's doing anything.
All right. Next
that
up
is the only. That I'm metagaming a little bit here, but I'm pretty sure the amulet is the reason that the Colossus was not attacking Jacques at the beginning.
Yeah, but
before I decided that I was going to intervene.
It attacked Uzrik even when you were holding it still. I mean...
but it didn't necessarily know because it had been attacked by various people. We'll see what happens in the future.
Next up is Sam. Your turn.
Well, my theory would be that it would only benefit the holder of the amulet, not everybody.
This is why I told you to back the fuck up.
Well, if it attacks everyone but you, then you can test the theory.
Well, if everybody backs up before it attacks, then I'm the only one right next to it, and it only can attack me.
Are you gonna stay there though?
Yes, I can't act until it acts.
All right. We're in the middle of a battle here. It is Sam's turn. What do you want to do?
All right. If you're gonna stay put adjacent to the giant, I will retreat back here to the hallway and watch what happens.
I absolutely am going to stay right here until the giant acts again. At which point, it will either attack me or accept the offering of the amulet, and we will be saved.
All right.
Ubert, it is your turn. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Sam. Go ahead.
Before I disengage, I'm going to hand Uzrik the last potion I have.
Okay. The last healing
so
potion.
I like the theory of it attacking someone else. But as a dwarf, I kind of feel a little disinclined to let the fighting be done by an elf.
Back up.
And I'm probably not all that inclined to take your advice. So I wonder, should I be taking like a persuasion check or something like that, or like a?
Yeah, do
you want me to roll persuasion? I'll roll persuasion.
Yeah, roll persuasion. Roll persuasion.
Like an internal constitution check.
Yeah.
Roll persuasion, and then Ubert roll an intelligence check, and whoever gets the higher roll.
So that's going to be 16 on my persuasion.
I rolled a 20 on intelligence.
No.
Bullshit.
You can do whatever you want, Ubert. You can do whatever you want.
We trust you.
No, that's not fair because I want to just keep fighting. But all right, I'll do the right thing here and.
No, you broke his persuasion.
Do whatever you want.
Do what you think is right.
The fighting
I'm gonna be irritated. Pretty much, I'm gonna be irritated either way. Like character-wise, I'm gonna be irritated either way because The way I see it happening is either you guys continue attacking it and then it accepts my amulet and stops attacking, or you guys back off like I suggest and it attacks me directly, and then I'm pissed because you didn't continue attacking it. So either way, like, the odds are I'm gonna be pissed off. So do whatever you feel like is right.
Dwarves wouldn't retreat.
I'm just telling you to back the fuck up in character.
So my first roll to hit is 17.
17 hits.
Second one is 22.
Hell yeah.
Those both hit.
Nice.
First one does 12 damage.
Stop attacking it.
And the
Nice.
second one does 10. So 22 damage all up.
22 damage altogether.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here.
Yeah,
Hold on.
the reverb is in character because it's a large, potentially echoey room. The non reverb is the nice.
So as you swing with your first attack, this one breaks through his leg, the good leg. So all he's got left is the stump leg. He puts all of his weight on his stump leg, and starts falling over to one side. And as he's falling, you did the first attack, and then you come back with your second swing up into his neck as he's falling. Like the weight of the gravity pulling him toward the earth, plus all of your strength pushing your axe upward, and you slice right through his neck. And the stone head falls to the ground, hits the earth, and shatters into like a dozen pieces. And the giant is dead.
I hate you. Nice.
That's awesome.
Good
Then
stuff.
she blow.
Good stuff. Damn it. I really wanted to know what was going on there, because, I mean, I was 100% metagaming there in that Jacques had the amulet. The initial description was that the statue turned and held its hand out to Jacques.
Yeah.
Like, it was requesting the amulet, is my guess.
Or just wanted to high five.
That too. I would have been okay with that as well.
We'll never know.
But you fucked my shit up. Nice.
Nice.
Hey
All
guys,
right.
where's Jock?
As you all turn
dead?
around, you
He
see
is dead, isn't he?
you see Kaelin standing over a decapitated body, which you all see as Jacques. Yet you see that Sunset is holding what looks like an amulet that has been ripped off of someone's neck.
I wasn't ripped.
Damaged
It was
at least.
shot and then
Shot off.
collected. It was shot and then collected. There was no ripping involved.
But the damage to the necklace looks like it was forced off.
Semantics. In any case, I'm gonna move up to Kaelin.
Mhm.
High five.
Finally, it's dead.
We'll never
I-
meet the dude
so-
now.
To be fair, I didn't actually want to kill Jacques. I think it would have been cool to deliver him back to the Duke. But I think being able to deliver his head, or maybe his body would be better, might be sufficient. We still have a door sister to find, though, so
Why are we delivering Jacques' head?
Oh, the Duke and Jacques were close, and since we could not recover the quote-unquote body when we initially thought he was dead, being able to return at least his body. I'm not saying we gather his head. Being able to gather his head as well seems a little suspicious, but if we are able to find and recover his body, we can say, well, it looks like he succumbed to the depths.
Is there like a signature item that he has, like a particularly
well, that's if we gather
definitive
his
thing?
if we
Go with
gather his body.
What about we just
Body.
cut off? Can we
His
just cut off
signature
the
item
mustache?
is his body.
The mustache.
Yeah, like I would say, like if we drag his body back, we're good. If we take his head back, it looks like we killed him. If we take both back, it still looks like we killed him. But we recovered his body.
Yeah, we can give him
I
a
don't
burial.
see any advantage of taking him back at all.
No,
How are you going to
I
explain
do.
this?
I do, and I'm going to request that we do take his body back. Kaelin, can you assist us with this endeavor as my minion?
Sure. Yeah, I'll carry him back with a smile.
Yeah, we can drag him back. Like we don't have to like make it pretty. Any damage that he sustains while we drag him back is, that damage was before we found him.
Yeah.
We took the utmost precautions and delicacy in bringing his corpse back
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
proper
Delicacy
burial.
was the word I was looking for too.
for his friend, the Duke. You see, that's the key. They were friends. So we bring his body back. We get in good with the
Duke.
the highest
With the Duke.
order. The highest order of Cantamont.
Yeah.
We're already in
Overrated.
good hands with him. He chose us over the two-faced elf.
You're right. But the initial interpretation, at least from a Sylvan elf perspective, was he looked down on us the whole time.
Oh, okay.
We bring back his friend,
I get you.
back the body of his friend so that he can give him a proper burial. Oh, we are in the money.
If you, I don't know about that, but I can see there's.
At
Yeah.
the very
Alright.
least, we have his ear, and we have his blessing to continue with whatever endeavors we so choose.
Okay.
Because they were close. If you remember, when we came back the first time, the first question he asked was essentially, where was Jacques? And our answer was, he was lost to the maze.
Yeah.
Well, now we've recovered his body and he can give him a proper burial. That looks super good on us.
If you say so.
Well, I mean, I am the leader of this group, am I not?
Oh, God. All right, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?
Roll for deception.
Go for
Sorry.
deception.
Is
Hold
there
on,
anything else in the
hold on,
Like-
hold on.
It's like,
Hold on. Sam
If you
asked
pass,
for a roll
if you
for
pass this, then
deception.
the whole group's like, yeah, you are the leader.
Oh my God!
No.
Critical fail.
Crit fail.
Nice.
The minute you say,
Fucking
the minute you say, I am the leader, everyone laughs in your face instantaneously.
Which is so funny because you kind of have.
And- And I take that to heart, including Kaelin, who is probably laughing with them. And I am plotting my revenge.
Okay.
Why did you do that to
Kaelin,
yourself?
because at the very least she's a fellow elf, but yeah. No, critical fail on that particular roll. Oh, that's so choice. Oh, that's so good.
So my question, is there anything else in the room? Like here potentially, or...
At the south, there is a pair of double doors. Another intricately carved set of doors at the south. But the actual room where the statue is in, nothing else.
Were there any distinguishing marks on the statue that might indicate that it was possessed or controlled by a avatar of one of the I'm forgetting the term, but dark gods? Yeah.
The dark gods, yeah. Dark gods of chaos, I guess.
Yeah.
Nothing you can see.
That would have come up in my stonework check.
Oh, yes.
Additionally, anything that might indicate that it was maybe not works of the dark gods, but at the very least in association with whoever created the amulet that I am now carrying.
Yeah, I would say you understand this is the same magic that is animating the statue is the same magic that animates the amulet. It, not only because you feel it's the same magic, but also it's the same, design, the same carvings.
Okay. I will inform the party of this and request that should we encounter any additional incarnations of this particular magic.
That's what I was trying to tell you. Is to not attack the thing.
Officially, the name of this episode is Hold.
Yeah, I am okay with this.
I mean, I think we start in this way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I agree. Being the one
I
with,
will go first.
actually
Our new leader, Load.
no. So against all preconceptions, I'm gonna take point.
Ooh.
No.
Oh, there's grumbling about that.
Ooh.
I mean,
I have the
fine standing
amulet.
next to her, but like, I know that Fred is almost dead, so.
So here's my reasoning, and I will actively explain this to the expanded party at this point. I have an amulet that 2 times now has been able to fit into an obelisk that has deactivated undead in the area.
And I'm not gonna give the rest of you guys another chance to fuck this up.
No, I will accept those words that have been put into my mouth. That is exactly it. If there's a chance that the fact that this amulet is going to prevent additional combat, we should take it.
Well, now that we know that's what you were talking about, maybe we'll go with that.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I would also like to instantiate that when I say hold, I mean motherfucking hold.
Oh my God.
Well,
Alright,
we've already
as you-
established that you are not the leader. So.
Hey, one thing, more of a
This is
tactical thing here.
this is a severe blow to Sunset's morale and whatnot, because at the very least, she knew she had control over Kaelin, and assumed that everybody else would just fall in line as well.
Nah.
As you
Feels-
enter
Feels
this
Uzurk
room,
right now.
as you enter this room, it this now becomes when the last room was very no ornamentation, there was just sand and walls. This room has now become ramping back up into civilization. It's designed. There's statues and curved ceilings and arches and intricate detail work, but in very much the style of Tafria, the continent to the south of us. And this looks like an antechamber, a chamber leading up to a grand room. Based upon these stairs leading up to the right. I need everyone to take a. Go ahead.
So you mentioned statues. I rolled a 10 on Arcana to identify if the statues will potentially animate if we get close.
You, with a roll of a 10, you are uncertain.
Avoid the statues if possible.
Let me do another history check here. Double
Oh, that's good.
efficiency.
That's good. I like that we have
22.
multiple.
So
A 22.
25.
Holy cow.
I like that we have multiple ways to identify if there's
think about it-
bullshit going on.
This way. Think of me as knowing what a hold guardian is.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that looks like it might be animated the same way.
No, that's great. I love it. That's choice.
You do not recognize anything that would be a hold guardian.
Or animated
And
at the
in
same
fact,
time.
and to be honest, anything that would be animated in this room.
I start moving into the room.
Before that happens, I would like to make one final check. Ooh, this is a 20 on perception to identify if there are any indentations that the amulet would fit into that might deactivate things in a similar way that the obelisks have in the past.
There's nothing in this room.
Okay, I suspected as much, but that's player knowledge versus character knowledge. Cool.
I'm gonna follow the load down the hallway, keeping my
All right.
eyes peeled.
As the holder of the amulet that so far as I am concerned, is our saving grace. I'm gonna be right.
This is
next
going to save all of us.
We all roll our eyes if she says that out loud.
It has
whatever.
twice in the past, and as I said, this is metagaming to the extreme. But the only differentiating factor between Jacques and the rest of us was the fact that he, at the time, had the amulet. The statue wasn't attacking him. It was seeming to ask for an offering of some sort. I'm going to be up near the front to prevent any additional attacks of that nature.
All right. As you keep walking, nothing happens until you get to basically the base of the stair.
Okay.
First
where
off,
we're at
you look up the stair and you see a great doorway. Like this is the grandest doorway out of all of you've seen. There is a giant double door, this time still stone, but engraved into the door is what looks like not a skeleton, but very much a human sitting on a throne. And it with all the costuming of a Tafrian, you know, like the headdress, the shoulder piece made with feathers, all that.
for those of us who are not familiar with the Ninth Age lore, ancient Egyptian.
Yes.
The basic
Okay.
equivalent, yeah. The basic equivalent.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure, because if it wasn't clear, I am very unfamiliar with that particular.
But
Everyone-
at this point, it's actual humans, not skeletons in the same garb, right?
Okay.
I
Any
need-
indentations or anything that might be a place for the amulet to fit in?
Everyone take a perception check first off. Everyone take a perception check.
Okay.
And at the sunset, I'll tell you right now, there is no indentations for an amulet.
18.
I rolled a 5. That was
Pretty.
that was another. So that was another natural 1. By the way,
Good job,
good.
Sunset.
2 in a row.
Nothing on the ceiling then.
Yep, absolutely.
No,
I can
no,
guarantee
no.
there's nothing on the ceiling.
No track marks on
No
the ceiling.
footprints, no traps, no spiders, no what was it that we were dealing with in the last campaign? Werewolves? No werewolves on the ceiling. There's nothing on the ceiling.
What was the? What did everyone
guarantee-
roll? Give me everyone roll.
14.
Natural 1.
What roll? What type of roll are we doing again?
Perception.
Perception.
Oh, okay.
18 for load.
14 for Ubert.
9 for Kaelin.
Load, you are the only one who sees this, but where I am pointing right now in in Roll20, the floor in this space is still sand. In this corner of the room, you see the sand like draining like an hourglass. There's sand falling into the floor here.
Interesting. I pointed out to the party.
Okay.
That's good.
What do we
Old
wanna
staple.
It's definitely like it's
Our-
it's at the base of the wall, but the wall seems normal.
Is it
there.
enough for us to like?
Good God, I am rolling
Go
terrible tonight.
into
I
it.
rolled a 6 on Arcana to identify if there was some magical means by which the sand may be draining. As far as I'm concerned, I guess this is a natural phenomenon, and we have no reason to question it or
There's no magic. There's
worry
no
about
magic.
it.
What were you saying, Load?
Thing you're
Does
not in
the
charge.
amulet fit in the sand?
I
Is
mean,
it something
it-
like we can go down this like quicksand chute thing?
The
Yes,
amulet
it looks
probably would
looks
fit in
big
the
enough.
sand.
Where the space where the sand is falling through, it looks big enough for a human to go through.
Load says, "All right." He goes over and is investigating.
I'm
Says,
gonna
I'm
suggest
pretty
that
sure we go this way.
I'm gonna suggest that we don't go down the sand, but I mean, far be it from me to I'll roll a persuasion check on that, but odds are it's gonna be pretty low considering the way I've been rolling tonight.
I'm gonna follow Lowe's lead on this one.
Oh yeah, okay. I rolled a 7 on my I rolled a 10 on my persuasion check to say, no, don't do that. That's bad. But giving
All right. No one believes
context, Yeah, I figure.
What? So
Do I need
what
to
we?
roll persuasion?
No, you don't.
With that, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
All right.
I say, I think we could go this way.
I'm open to it.
We might
Toward
also
Toward
go
the
to sand.
toward the door,
I'm
right?
pretty sure we can go there. No, towards the like.
Oh, towards the
down
sand. Okay.
Quicksand slide.
Just a typical weekday activity for old Sam here. Quicksand, werewolves, beer. Let's do it.
Do it.
All right.
As you get closer to the wall here, you notice two things. The wall above the space where the sand is falling, the wall looks not damaged, but it's like eroded. It's damaged from erosion, you know what I mean? Like it's weakened by what's happening beneath it. And also, you see water. As you look down where the sand is falling, there's water. Like it's sand mixed with water. And on top of that, the water is foamy.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I would want to jump into that. Any thoughts from the crew?
I mean,
I think that'd be.
can I scale up the wall at all and inspect anything above? I mean, is this a possible passage to an exterior area or another room, or is this just a straight up like endless stream of debris?
Well, it connects with the outer, or with the water source that connects to the bay somehow, because it's got the, vermin swarm chemical stuff in it if it's foaming.
Yeah, Sunset, you got closer to where the sand is draining. You notice there's water with foam in it.
Does the foam look like the same foam that we encountered previously with the, was it,
Vermin.
yeah.
The vermin
Yeah,
swarm.
that's
Yes, it is
That
the
was
same.
the assumption that I just made.
You
Okay.
look at it and it looks about the same.
Okay.
And toss
So
a scrap of fabric in there and see what happens too.
I'm gonna
As you
suggest. Well, let's see what happens with the fabric first, and then I'll make a suggestion.
As you toss the piece of fabric in, it you can see it soak up the water, but before anything happens to it, it gets sucked down beneath the sand and it's gone.
And then, real quick, we were able to identify that the foam we were seeing with the vermin swarm was the same foam we were seeing in the cove before.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to suggest that whatever we do, we avoid any areas where there appears to be foam that is sucking things down, because that's probably going to just take us to the cove where we will either have to find our way back or, drown.
Makes sense. So I was going to ask, had the foam stuff started before Uvrik and I were locked in that room? Because do we know anything about the foam?
No,
6
you two do not know about the foam.
Probably
The
not.
foam is recent, within the past couple weeks.
Okay. So if Sunset describes the vermin swarm thing in any way, I'm like,
Yeah, I mean,
we
I'll
probably shouldn't go that way.
if you ask, like, I'll identify, like, yeah, we saw the vermin swarm producing this foam. We saw the foam outside of the cave system in the cove. This looks like it would probably kill us if we were to follow it.
Fair enough.
Um,
You're no leader, but if you say something might kill us, oh well, listen to that.
It's enough for me. Yeah.
There's a chance you might be right.
All right.
Well-
then we start going back in this direction.
at the very least, Kaelin should have my back. I think Sam should also have my back on this as well. Sam should have seen the same or similar things, I think.
All right, so are you going for the door?
I think we're going for the door.
Let's do the door.
The door sounds good.
The
All right.
door.
The
So-
DOOR. We want to kill the door.
That's
Did you
a good
say that
word
out
play.
loud? Logan
Well,
starts attacking.
I
the
mean,
just kidding.
I guess you guys wouldn't understand that when we say door, we're probably speaking of the Door sisters, who you have never met. So yeah, I absolutely say we want to kill the door.
All right, as you push on the door, this is like a well-crafted engineering in this door where you push it very slightly and it opens easily and slides open. And as you open, it reveals a large area.
Oh.
And this is a large room surrounded by a colonnade on each side. Like, so each side has a kind of a space between a row of columns and then the wall, which is disguised, including the space you're walking into right now, and behind the far wall. And in the center looks like a black circle on the ground where there's like what you could only describe as magic going into this black hole and also coming out of it. And at the far end of the room, there's a raised platform with 2 thrones.
15
Sitting-
arcana for the magic circle thing in the center.
Sitting
when
in
you get to it, I'll let you
sitting
finish
on one
describing.
throne, what looks like an ancient human being, like a mummy, like a mummified body, and these gold garments that are obviously Tafrian, and sitting in the throne next to him, holding his hand, is Dorothea, the sister, the third sister of Dor.
shit.
You're gonna die, clown.
And with that, we are at 3 hours and 15 minutes. I need to call this. But I don't know how possible this is for you, Ubert. Jack, is there a possibility you can do this again next week?
Might be a challenge. I'll see how we go.
I'd love to
We can
keep
potentially
you.
move days.
Yeah, if you have a
Okay.
day next
Okay,
week
good.
that's better for you, let us know. We can move. But I have to call it quits, unfortunately, right now. But I want to finish this with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. This was a lot
How
of fun.
much of a time
Yeah, this is
difference is it?
It's gonna be a whole boss battle.
Well, let's try to flex some times around and see if we can figure something out.
Yeah.
All right.
Just let me know. I'm easy.
All right. So as far as the video,
All right.
thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Jack and Rob, for joining us. Please like and subscribe if anyone's still watching at this moment in the video. We've got a solid 50 views every month, so thanks so much. I'm gonna stop recording now.